You're gonna see some serious shit.
We're ready to believe you.
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Game over, man. It's game over. Come on, do it now.
Have I mentioned that I want Bigo?
I volunteer as tribute.
We will name her Nova.
Say it, Cobra Kai.
Never dies.
I'll be back.
Hello, John.
Salute me, familia. There's more to them than meets the eye.
There can be only one.
Welcome, everybody. We got an awesome franchise fight tonight. This is part of our tournament, of course. We got Predator team versus Alien team. Wow, Nate, you excited for this? It's not your first rodeo here. So what are you expecting to see tonight?
I'm very excited. I enjoy both franchises, so no bias at all. I like them both, and I like seeing cool stuff. Show me cool stuff, and you might get my vote. That's all I want. Cool things.
And I know you love the slander, extra slander.
I hate the slander. If you try to slander the opponent, it helps the opponent. I'm just saying.
All right. Well, I know Johnny, not as honorable as you, Nate. He can be bought. He can be bribed. Yep. So how you feeling tonight, Johnny?
I'm feeling good. I like both of these franchises. If you try to sway my vote with something that, is pretty common, it doesn't matter what the next person has. I'm going to select the next person. You got to show me something. Show me something I haven't seen before, or cash. Cash works. Cash is king.
All right, and then we got Jody. He's been preparing for months to judge this stream. So you ready for this, Jody?
I have. I've been a part of these, but never been a judge, and I love both these franchises. And I'm just going to edit my name real quick so it does have my Cash App and Venmo. Hang on a second. No, for the Alien team specifically, I'm looking for one item that I wish I had in my collection. If you show me that, you automatically have my vote, and I'm not letting you know what it is until I see it. So I'm watching for it tonight. I'm really hopeful that one of y'all have it.
It's the fourth Alien movie.
I'm not talking about it.
All right. Well, we got this awesome franchise team right here for Predator. Of course, I've been training for this team. I'm ready. I got all the stuff. I'm going to show you some great stuff tonight. I know Nate's going to love it. I can tell. I can tell up there.
We'll be the judge of that, Mike.
Yes.
I'm trying the opposite of slander tonight.
Yeah.
So help me God, if you pull out Money Talks again, I swear.
How does it apply?
It's the classic, man. All right. Craig, our anchor here, you are ready. You're a serious Predator fan, right? You got a bunch of cool stuff.
I would say, like I said, I have one thing that's going to probably blow everybody away in the third round. But if we got some slipcover lovers in here, hopefully the judges like slips. I'm hoping that kind of puts us over. So we'll see.
I have heard Johnny doesn't like the dip unless there's a slip.
That's right.
Look out.
No slip, no dip. Jody,
I got something for you, Johnny. I got something.
He's just going to speak to Johnny every time it's his turn. Johnny, let me show you. Let me show you what I got.
Let me show you something.
And then, of course, we got Rob. I know, Rob, you've been wanting to be a part of this team for months now. You got some good stuff over there. You're the horror expert out there.
Yeah, I got some stuff sitting here. I'm hoping. I was trying to pick stuff that I thought others wouldn't have because there's gonna be a big mix tonight. I feel Predator and Alien. There's a lot, but I didn't want to go with a lot of the newer stuff since that's what most people would have. So I'm trying to anchor with the old stuff.
I'll be showing the newer stuff for the team.
That's exactly what I thought.
I'm like, what was on Amazon last week? All right, we got the alien team. They're all quiet in the shadows, like those little sneaky aliens that are ready to pop out that mouth. Right, Chris, you ready over there?
More than ready. I'm even dressed up for this occasion. This
who are you, Weird Al? What is that?
Weird Al.
Ripley from... mix of Alien Ripley from 79 and then her hair from 86. So couldn't quite get that wig.
I like it. That was close.
He's already getting my vote.
There you go.
All right, Vid, are you an alien as well?
I just have to say props for the outfit. That's fantastic. You're repping our team, doing your thing. But yeah, I'm not a big collectible guy. I'm more of a movie guy. So I have my blind spots here where I'm going to do my best. But like Mike said, I was the OG member for the Alien team here with all the substitutions and whatnot. So I have a couple of things and just looking to talk some Alien versus Predator, not the film, but the franchises.
Man, now I wish I was going against you first round. you less enthusiastic. All right, Luke. I know Luke doesn't mess around.
Oh, you know I don't. That's for damn sure. But I'm ready. I'm very ready.
That's a sassy alien. I like it. All right, so audience, before we get into this heated battle, got to remind you of a few things. Predator, that like and subscribe to support the channel. If you would like a comment read live, don't be an alien. Do some super chats. We got a 5 super chat goal tonight, or 1 high tier membership. And if we get that, like I said, any 5 super chats or 1 high tier member, we got a really nice giveaway. I know somebody said they like slip covers. So here you go, Predator on 4K Blu-ray with the slip cover.
Nice.
Very shiny. Ooh.
That
Not only that, we're throwing a little extra bonus tonight. Ooh, Predator triple feature. Get 3 Predator movies on Blu-ray along with the 4K tonight. It pays for itself almost. How incredible is that? And then, of course, you get all the other perks. You get maybe choose a new franchise that enter this tournament. That's a lot of power right there, I think. All right, so let's see who we got in the comments. We got a member right there, Collector Movie Man. We are doing great tonight. Collector Movie Man got the Mortal Kombat Arrow video set for being a member last month.
All right.
So that was great.
Nice. Good
Getting all
job,
the
Dave.
gigs. Of course, we got Johnny everywhere.
Well, yeah.
And Darkroom Reviews. Wow, okay, it's a party tonight. So let's get right into this. First round is packaging, which is 1 point each. And it's just about what's on the outside. Not about the movie, not about the disc. Just talking the casing. As simple as that. So we'll have Predator team start this round. So, yay, that's me. So, woo! Yeah, I'm a SteelBook fan, so I'm going to show you a nice SteelBook here. Ooh, Predator Badlands SteelBook. Really cool. I really like the way this one looks. Of course, you open it up. I do like the wraparound art. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that epic battle right there. Look at that. That is so cool. Oh my, look at the coloring. Beautiful. It's like an art piece you could just put on your wall. But not only that, this is great inside and out. So the discs are different colors, and you even got symbols on there, right? Of the plant life on the planet, which is actually kind of a big scene of the movie. So that's really cool. And I like the purple. It does stand out. And then not only that, you also have the Blu-ray. Look at the Predator weapon right there. Woo! Yeah, green color too. Very cool. And then not only that, on the inside, woo! Look at that. Whew! That's another painting right there. Oh my gosh. I could win just off of the inside. Look how cool that is. Man, so you got a great inside. You got a great backside and front side and wraparound side. Great disc. I mean, everything you want from a SteelBook. So, yes, I submit a nice quality SteelBook for you all. And you get the 4K and Blu-ray disc. You don't always get that for every movie. So, that's nice too. And digital code came in there. That's nice too. Nice looking digital code. All right. Oh, I scared Chris away.
I think you automatically win. Shit.
Ran away. Nowhere to be found. I might win this one by default.
I'll sub in.
Chris, where are you?
Sorry,
nope,
he's back.
He's changing his choice now because he know I brought the heat. I brought the heat on him. I got the little Predator laser on him, just going.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
All right, what do you got, Chris?
So just off of packaging alone, okay, I'm gonna have to go SteelBook on SteelBook. Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
Alrighty.
I have here the Alien Romulus limited edition SteelBook. All right. why I want to show this one off is one, I just think the artwork just is different than most SteelBooks. It's not like just a original poster or anything like that.
Photoshop.
It's just an ensemble. It's an ensemble. It's glossy. Open the back, you get the Romulus ship emblem there, and it's all black, right? And the other great thing about it is when you open it, I actually watched it recently again because it's so good.
Don't care about the movie, irrelevant.
But you also get the little iconic shot right there at the end too. So I think if we're going Steelbook for Steelbook, I feel like this one's a little bit more. You get a little bit more out of this. You get the characters and you get the xenomorph on there. Also, this is oddly expensive to get. Actually, all of Romulus is expensive to get. So let alone the Steelbook, I think speaks for itself there. And it is a 4K Steelbook if you care about that as well. It comes with the Steelbook 4K plus Blu-ray as well. So just wanted to show that off. There you go.
So same as this, but you can actually see this cover, right? You can actually find this one a little bit easier. Very nice. And once again, can I see the disc on yours, Chris? I had a little tough time seeing the disc there.
Oh, yeah, you had the 4K. I just watched it the other night again. Just so good. You got to just keep rewatching them, But it does come with disc art. Yeah.
Missing a disc. Interesting.
Yeah. We watch our movies over here, Mike. We just don't have them on the shelf.
So, Mike, can you show us the front of that Steelbook again?
Yes. You got the giant monster.
Pull your screen up big, please.
Oh, yes. I'll make it nice and big for you, Vin.
Oh, my God.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Oh, no.
Okay, and now can you please show us the interior artwork on the left side?
Yes. Oh, and I love it. It looks good just on the left side. You're making a better case for me. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Well, hold your tongue, Mike. Why is the interior disc art or interior Steelbook art vastly superior to the exterior art?
So you're saying it's great. I love that.
When you first pulled that up,
well,
I'm being honest, not being a hater, when you first showed that Steelbook, well, show the front again.
Yes. And I love the front too, and that's why I chose the Steelbook. If you see the Blu-ray,
show the front. Just show the front.
Hey, it's my round. I'll show what I want to show. But I love the inside as well. But I also love the front. Now, reason why I went with the Steelbook over the Blu-ray slipcover, because the Blu-ray slipcover is very reminiscent of the inside, which looks great. Like you said, it looks spectacular. But I also like this too, so you're getting both covers with the Steelbook instead of just getting a slip cover, which you would only get one of the art pieces. This is kind of like reversible art, so you get two really nice art pieces. And once again, you don't always get the nice wraparound art, which is really cool. And it's an actual great scene from the movie, whereas and Chris, that's a good choice. I have that same one because I do really like the movie, which is irrelevant against this round, but I do like the movie. But once again, the front did not really sell me on the Steelbook. It's a little Photoshoppy to me. Once again, very collagey. We've seen that before from big studios. I don't like when you just throw a bunch of faces on the front. I rather see kind of a wraparound artwork. Can you open it up all the way so we can see the back? Is it wraparound? Not a wraparound. Look at the back. I can barely even see what's on the back. What the heck is that? Like a mail stamp?
I can finish my point quickly here.
That is the ship's emblem in the movie of the Romulus because it's based off of the Roman story. So that's Romulus and Remus, which was the ship that the movie takes place on, right there. And it's the Weyland-Yutani emblem right there as well, which is the overall villains, I would say, in the movie. And it's iconic. I feel like they even made T-shirts of just the Weyland Corporation logo. I don't think they made a T-shirt of just the front half of that Steelbook ever.
Yeah, to finish where I was going, Mike, when you presented your offering and you first pulled it on screen, I wasn't familiar with that Steelbook, so I thought that you had it backwards. It doesn't look like the cover of a Steelbook. It looks like the back of a Steelbook. It looks like it's just not engaging. There's too much open space. It's just not good. It's not good. They should have put the thing on the inside, on the front. So if we're going Steelbook for and when we're talking about packaging, let's be honest, nobody cares what's on the inside. We want that outer.
Wow!
What are you drinking over there, man? All right. I'm not going to get into the slander battle. I think we both presented some great
I think it already happened.
And I think we're going to let the judges, decide what steelbook they prefer. So, judges, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Oh, two
Wow. Wow.
Nice.
I had you guys.
Where did I lose you?
You were doing good though, Vin.
I agree with, and before he said it, I agreed. If they would have put that inside photo on the front of that steelbook, I love it. I think it would have been great. As it is, it's a little bare for me, just a little bare. But I do like the inside. I did like the disc art. I was gonna vote for it, but I love the front of the Alien Romulus one. I think the inside is not great, but again, it's what's on the outside in this case. So it was close. Though I actually there was things about both that I liked.
All right,
Mike, I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm a sucker for wraparound art, and had the Predator one not had wraparound, I was going straight for Alien.
Yeah,
that wraparound artwork. Again, we're basing this totally on the outside artwork.
Well, some of you are. Some of you are factoring in disc art.
I did not even pay any attention to the disc art. To me, it was the outside of it, because when you go to the store, it's already wrapped. So all you're looking at is what's on the outside. And I looked at that and I'm like, I love the wraparound artwork. I do. But that Alien one it's kind of nice. But the wraparound artwork, that's what did it for me.
Tiana likes the wraparound.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Johnny. It's two things with steelbooks that I love: wraparound art and no title, just leaving the image up to let you know what the movie is. Both those had no title, but Predator did have the wraparound. So I had to go with the one that knocked off two of my boxes when it comes to steelbooks.
It did have wraparound, but what's the back of the steelbook unopened, like closed? What's the back look like, Mike, of the Predator?
Oh, for my
ass end.
It just looks like a curve. It doesn't even really. Yeah, that. Like, look at that. It only works.
Well, yeah, you gotta open it up. That's wraparound.
I understand, but it's rare that you have the thing like open like that. So
the front doesn't work and the back doesn't work. But when you open
together, it makes a picture. Yeah, I like individual. But I don't care about wraparound. I guess maybe that's my point. I like one image, and I'm cool with it.
I do have one complaint, Mike. For God's sakes, get that piece of glue off the cover of that steelbook. It just rolls right off.
No.
It just rolls right off.
I thought it was part of the art.
I prefer having the glue because then it makes the J card stick better. So
they do make Malco cases for that shit.
And I don't put my steelbooks in turkey cases and all that stuff. I leave it how it is when it comes out of the shrink wrap. That's how it is.
Yeah,
it has glue on it. Whatever J card.
Jody's gonna take his vote away for not peeling off.
Yeah, shit. I'm rethinking everything.
I leave it there on purpose. All right, that was a lot of energy just on the first round. Man, this is going to be a battle tonight.
It's going to be a long ass night.
Man. Craig, well, welcome to the channel for your debut. Thank you. With round one. What do you got?
All right, so round one, as I said, I'm a slipcover guy, and just like Vin said he's more of a movie guy than he is like a collectible guy. And I wish we kind of had a box set for this franchise that had all individual cases in it, kind of like Friday the 13th, Halloween from Scream Factory. But when I look at my shelf, I want to see uniformity. So I'm just going to show this first. I like to see all my 4Ks with slips, lined up exactly how they are. And I know we've all seen this. You showed it already. And at the same day that came out, they released The Predator. And then, of course, Disney put out Prey and then Badlands. But something that we haven't seen here in the States when the Predators hit the 4K was individual copies of Predator 2 and Predators. And I got some, and here they are. It's Predator 2 and Predators on 4K with slips. Now, the only way to get these right now is to import them from the UK. And what I think is really cool, and my main pick for this, though, is going to be Predators. I just absolutely love the cover of this, how it really shows what encapsulates the movie. You got the super predators on the front. You got the predator dog. I really like that berserker predator right there. I think he was one of the coolest things in the movie. The only thing I think might be a little downfall about these slips, and I think one of our judges can agree, those ratings logos. I just feel like it kind of brings the quality of the slip down, but it's still a gorgeous slip, don't get me wrong. But it's on the spine as well. But yeah, really cool looking slip and awesome movie too. So yeah, if you want to get these, you got to get them from Orbit DVD. You get these from the UK. But yeah, Predators with the slip on 4K. That's my pick.
All right.
Great choice. All right, Vin.
You're muted.
I'll preface this by saying I totally agree with what Jody said about I love steelbooks that don't have the title on there. They're some of my favorite ones in my collection. This one does have the title on, as did yours. But I'm going to have to pull this one.
Ooh.
I'm not going to show you the inside because I don't care about the inside, and neither should you. It's the outside that matters. And it's just a very simple design. You have the alien on the top, of course. I would have preferred this without that. Just the egg that's hatching with that ooze coming out. This is not a wraparound, but the back is also very cool with the xenomorph there. So it's not wraparound art, but it has what I think is a very cool back image and a very cool front image. So as far as packaging, and that's kind of a rare steelbook. I think on eBay it goes for a decent amount of money. So I'm going to go with that alien steelbook.
All right.
I know both are great choices. You can't really say a negative about them. And plus, you guys said the negative anyway. You were honest and straight up with the negative part. So.
I have a question for Craig. Can you show me the one you played and the original movie next to each other? Your Predator 1 and the Predators. Okay, so they're the same style. Okay, all right. That's all I wanted to see.
Which I know that he showed a bunch of different physical media releases, but we're just going off of the Predators, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I do like that Predators release. It's pretty cool. But I think this is I don't know. I think this is an easy win for Team Alien.
Hey,
we'll see.
It also has
it's an out of print one there, Vin. So
it has the anniversary on it. It's not even like something crazy like 50th anniversary because it's not there yet or anything like that. It's not like 25. It's a 40th. Like it's like an odd number for an anniversary, but it shows the magnitude of people would want this and let people know how long this has been out. I think that speaks to the movie itself and the release of that.
Yeah, with the simplicity, the reason why I think I like when it doesn't show the title, I like simple. And besides the fact that it has alien across the top, you can't get any more simple than just the egg. And that's the iconic image of the Alien franchise, besides the xenomorph, which you get on the back. So.
I always wonder why they use that egg when that's not what the xenomorph egg looked like in the movie. I always wonder why they use that on the front.
Well, you got to sell.
Yeah.
Well, it's the original egg that was on the original 1979 poster as well.
Oh yeah, the poster with the egg carton looking back. Yeah, where it looks like with the grid of the eggs.
I think they essentially took that same image and instead of a black background, they just put white behind it to highlight the egg in a different way. Because I have the original right there, and it's the same egg. They just changed the background.
And the font. They changed it to green, which I think fits really well for Alien. It used to be white.
Yeah, it's a great design, no doubt about it. Both of these are great choices. So it comes down, do the judges prefer slip covers? Do they prefer steelbooks? They're both fairly rare. The import though might be a little bit rarer though if you're stateside. I mean, it's tough to get those Orbit imports. They sell pretty fast. So, and it's pretty good condition, that slip cover. So that's pretty amazing. Made a long journey and still in great condition. All right, judges. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Yeah.
Yes.
So I guess the judges are Steelbook people.
I respect it.
It's not that.
Not even.
Not really that.
I mean, yeah, because I do like it. I'm not gonna lie, Vin, that's a nice steelbook. I enjoyed it very much. I do, I was close on the other one. That's why I wanted to see if it matched. I do like the whole point of I like uniformity as well. So I kind of like that it matched the artwork of the original Predator. I hate the UK rating thing. You're right, Craig. It bugs me. So I'm like, but I do think it looks really cool.
They got to follow the law, man.
I know it's so dumb, but they should make it a sticker like on the steelbook.
Yeah, I like when it's a sticker on the plastic I can peel off or whatever.
Give me the option.
When it's printed on there, I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, but it is cool. I did like it.
All right,
it was just just the artwork. I mean, it just looked. I mean, it's just having that egg there. That egg is iconic, and then on the back. I love wraparounds, but when it's something totally unique on the back, yeah, that's why I went with Alien.
Yeah, the back of the Alien's awesome. I honestly would have a tougher choice if you would have gone with Predator 2, because I love that movie so much.
we know that now for future rounds. Team,
Yeah,
take
just like
note of that.
Yep,
it's just so much fun.
All right, Rob, what do you got?
Alrighty, so I decided to go with something that we haven't seen yet, which is the old classic DVD fold out. So this one comes from 20th Century Fox, and instead of it having the big logo like everybody says, it's just on the spine. But you also have to be able to, on this one it says here, you're one ugly mother effer. And over here it says, that's a real nasty habit you got there. So it's more like it's like another one of those cool covers where stick around, and if it bleeds, you can kill it. And like I said, it's got one disc for special features and all that in there. It's got this little J card. But what I love about these old fold-out ones is they don't make them like this no more. They do. But no one came out with the flip one yet, so I thought I would go with the original Predator here. I love the art on that. It's a classic.
Great choice. Very unique. And it also doesn't look like it takes up a lot of space. So that's
it's
great.
actually pretty skinny,
Space saver for the shelf. That's nice. And you still get the extra disc. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 discs. But like I said, the art's cool because it doesn't have the giant Predator logo on the front. It's just got the mask sitting nice and pretty.
All right, Luke.
All right. So since all of us are playing steelbooks for this round for the Alien team, I'm gonna go with another steelbook, and I'm gonna go with Alien Covenant. I'm gonna go with this steelbook here, which I have in a protector because this is actually one of my favorite steelbooks I have in my collection. Just love that front artwork, and then on the back, you get the teaser poster with the symbiote, or not the symbiote, xenomorph. What was I thinking?
Symbiote.
I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the protector so I can show it off. So here's once again, the front of the steelbook without the protector. It's a nice looking matte finish where you get the title on there. Of course, the title's not the best for it, for a steelbook. I'm kind of with you guys where it's I prefer not to have the title on there. Just have an image on there just to kind of give you an idea of the movie. But here's the spine. And then you get the back once again with the xenomorph. And I know the inside doesn't really matter, but I'm still going to show it off anyway. You get this awesome image on the inside. That was one of the film's theatrical posters, and this is one of the best posters, I would say, for Alien Covenant. So there you go, and also you get some pretty awesome looking disc art with this one, and the 4K disc as well. So there you go.
Luke, I want that, man. Just send that over to me, man. That's awesome.
I actually got this sent over to me because one of my friends was going through his collection of looking for movies he didn't want anymore, and he had this one. I was like, I'll go ahead and take it off your hands, dude, because I love this steelbook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember when that was coming out. I could not find that anywhere. and just the opposite of the original like embryo of the neomorph, and then what it looked like full grown on the back, just to kind of show that full cycle. Yeah, they don't skip with like Ridley Scott's aliens. I feel like just like the showing the life form stages. That's so cool. Sorry, hate to.
Well,
but that's just cool.
Yeah. So there it is.
Well, I think, and the last weighing in from the alien team is for Rob. What you showed, it might just be because we're on a 9-screen format, and we're limited as far as how much we can see. But when you hold up the front of that, at first I had a hard time really seeing what it was. That might just be me, but like I almost didn't know what I was looking at. But now that you show it, now I can see the Predator mask. But at first I was like, "What is that? Is that like Leatherface? What's happening?"
Leatherface.
That's why I tried to because like on the smaller screen it looks like it doesn't even look like Predator. I get that.
It does not. No.
No,
But you know what, Rob? That's a great choice.
You can see that it's the Predator mask.
Thanks, Mike.
Maybe they could have done something to make it pop a little bit more, where it's a little bit more obvious. But when you do pull it up on your full screen, you can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like it not being so obvious because, you can get really flashy with a lot of colors, but this is the Predator. Sneaky, right? The camouflage. You don't want to see all of it. And I like the red there. I like the reds with the heat vision. The heat vision. So it connects to the character, connects to the movie, and makes sense. And it's uniformed. Plus, you don't always see that. I mean, how many times do we see a fold out DVD, cover like that? We rarely see that. We see a lot of SteelBooks. Don't get me wrong. SteelBooks nice. I like SteelBooks. I'm a SteelBook person. I'm not afraid to admit it. But for uniqueness, rarity, that's pretty darn cool what Rob showed as well. And I don't like to do the slander. You know me. I don't like to do the slander. But I will say, Luke, let's see that SteelBook again real quick. See, that would not make me want to buy that if I didn't know what the movie was about. I would be like, what's that, little baby alien? What the heck going on there?
Well, this will give it to you right on the back. Is the xenomorph, the evolution of the xenomorph.
Yes, if you know the movie, it makes sense. I'm just saying, I'd be like, whoa, what the heck is that?
Well, the title is literally a dead giveaway right there, Mike.
Okay, Mr. Fancy Pants, got to pull out a dictionary and start reading it in the Walmart store. Okay.
How many people are going to just be like, oh, what's this? Alien Covenant. Let me pick this up. This looks so weird.
And then, you look on the back with the J card, and you see what it is. It's like, oh, now I see.
All right, judges. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Woo!
Oh.
3 Predators. Get to the chopper.
To the chopper.
I've never seen that. I've never seen what Rob played, so it was cool. I liked it. It was unique. I've never seen it. I like the fold out. I like the black and red. I think it fits with pretty much most of the packaging for Predator stuff. So I thought it was cool. I do like the Steelbook too, Luke. Don't get me wrong, but I've seen that. I've never seen what he played.
Yeah, the Predator DVD digibook or digipack, whatever the hell you want to call it. Yeah, that's a Steelbook. You've only really got 2 sides. With that, you've got 3. It's got writing on it. It's got pictures on it. Yeah, and it's rare. Like you probably won't be able to pick that up now.
No.
I think I used to have that. I think that's why I got excited when I saw it. I was like, "Oh shit! I used to have that in my collection." Yeah, you can't beat old school, trifold DVD. DVDs used to do it a different way, y'all. It was it's sad that they don't do it as good as they used to. But yeah, that was cool. That was good seeing that again. So I had to vote for it.
I agree, Jody. I'm surprised on these streams that for packaging rounds, people don't play DVDs more. Because, okay, I get it for disc, but they had some of the best packaging was DVDs. For
Dude,
sure.
just to go off on a side tangent, I inherited my dad's movie collection here recently, and he had some of the DVD editions that I thought I got rid of. I gave them to him. I forgot all about it. So now they're back in my collection.
It sucks getting old, huh, Joe?
Give you back your
I've been griping. I was like, man, why did I get rid of that 7 DVD set that was freaking badass? And here it is right here back in my shit now. I was like, hell yeah, Dad. Good job.
Nice.
All right. So we got round 1 done. 2-1 in Predator's favor. But anything can change in round 2 where we talk about the disc. So the movie itself, the quality of the transfer, 4K versus Blu-ray, Atmos versus, surround sound, special features, all that fun stuff. So round 2, the disc. And we'll start with Alien Team this time around. So Luke, I know you just went, but you're nice and warmed up. So what do you got?
All right. So I know this was played in round 1, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. I'm going to go with Alien Romulus, the 4K edition. Of course, coming with the Blu-ray 4K and digital code. The transfer for this is probably one of my favorite recent 4K transfers I think I've ever seen. This movie just looks amazing in 4K. Especially when you get to the last 30 minutes of the movie, it is just pops on screen. The colors, the sound, it's in Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision. Pretty much anything you can ask for in a 4K. When you get that kind of stuff, that's awesome. And you get some good bonus features. You get a 4-part look into crafting Alien Romulus. Of course, Fede Alvarez's vision. You get a conversation. You get extended and alternate scenes. You get the inside the Xenomorph showdown. Constructing the world of Alien Romulus, creating the story. And of course, the cast of the movie. And this is an excellent movie. This was really what brings the franchise back to the horror side. Because, for a while, after Aliens, we got to a bit more of the action-y approach with the Alien franchise. We still get action with this one, but this is the much more horror based, the original was much more known for. And if you were missing that from the previous Alien movies, you get it with Romulus. So not much to complain about with this one. The cast is great. Just the score also. The score is fantastic in this movie. And it just pops. With the sound. Amazing stuff. So can never go wrong with Alien Romulus.
And a little side note, I would have pulled that for the first round too. I love that slipcover edition where it's freaking popping out the face hugger right there.
Look at that.
Do that again. That thing's incredible.
Look at that. Look at that.
That is.
But also,
really
also
cool.
the red background. Come on now.
That's
a rare slip too. That's a really rare slip.
Yeah, tough one to find. All right, Craig, what are you thinking?
All right, so I showed that stack, and I did show the 2 that are very hard to find in the States, and I'm not trying to suck up to Jody here, but this was close to being my first pick, and I'm going to go with the slipcover version of Predator 2 on 4K. For some reason, whenever these 90s movies, 80s, 90s movies that are shot on 35 millimeter film, it just translates so well to 4K, the 4K format. When you put this in and watch it on a 4K player, it looks like a brand new movie. The scenes shot during the day are so crystal clear. All the shots, the one scene where the Predator is in the meat locker, everything just looks like you're right there. When Gary Busey comes back, when he's all burned on the face, it looks so real. But yeah, if you watch the disc of Predator 2 on 4K, I mean, it's definitely a huge upgrade from your Blu-ray. I never really cared for how the Blu-ray looked at this. I always thought it was too. It just looked kind of remember how they had that waxy kind of look, some of them Blu-rays? This gets rid of it. This gets rid of that waxy look, and it's just a perfectly clear picture. And I love that for this movie. And Predator 2, I love how it kind of keeps that slasher element that the first Predator had. Second half of the movie, and the Predator's still played by Kevin Peter Hall. And Danny Glover, man, really good lead to replace Arnold. I thought he, carried this movie very well. So yeah, Predator 2.
Great choice. I love that movie as well. I think it's very underrated. I just rewatched it again in the longest time, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Because you're right, it combines both horror elements, but also a lot of action. And so it's just the perfect marriage between the two. Like you said, it looks great on 4K. It sounds incredible. And a great cast, as you mentioned. I mean, you even get Bill Paxton in there. That's awesome. So really, really fun cast. Yeah, really good movie. And great special features, too, included in there, if I'm not mistaken. I remember going through those and really enjoying some of them. Yeah, good interviews.
Yeah, I would just say, as Team Alien, in favor for Luke, that supports Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. And if you have a setup that supports Dolby Atmos, that's a real game changer. Whereas the Predator 2 disc, I don't think has Atmos or Vision. So this being a disc round, you have to weigh that in.
Yeah, I mean, and plus, like the colors, like I said before, like the cinematography, like production, everything, like in Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision, you get that with that disc.
And I'm totally an Atmos snob now, so I love when movies include Atmos if you have the perfect setup. But Predator 2 was made in a time that really didn't have Atmos, so they really did the best sound for that time. So some people are in favor adding Atmos, but then it's going to change the feeling of the movie, how it was directed, how it was put together, how the original sound mixers and sound designers crafted the movie, which you can do that, but it's not going to stay true to the source material. So for when that movie was made, the sound they deliver on the 4K disc is still incredible. And let's be real, like surround sound, most people, that's the highest their systems go anyway. So surround sound is great for Predator 2. Even
It's
though
really
I know
apparent,
Dolby Atmos is great on Alien Romulus, but
There's plenty of older
good.
films that get new Atmos sound mixes that are fantastic, but on the disc they also give you the 5.1 option. So that's kind of a not the best argument because you can just do both. They chose not to give Predator 2 an Atmos mix, so that's they just didn't do it.
You also got to think about the movies themselves. It's been a minute since I saw Predator 2, but not my favorite. But with watching Alien Romulus literally the other night, that HDR pops for that movie because Fede Alvarez with the color, with the red and the black, and the deep contrast of being in space, and then you get the contrast with the moon rocks near the end of the movie, especially when you're thinking about that reveal spoilers at the end of that creature being so gray in a dark area. Like that 4K it's pretty damn good. Like, yeah, and having it with the Dolby Vision, I think helps it even more if you're capable of having that. Just wanted to throw that out with recency.
Yeah, Predator 2 does have HDR10, so it's like, if we're being honest, can any of us really tell the difference between HDR10 and Dolby Vision? Probably not. But since this is a disc round, it's worth mentioning.
Yeah.
Now, I do have a question for the Alien Romulus movie, and I don't know the answer, so hopefully one of you guys could shed some light on this. So they brought back the original character from the original movie, correct? But that actor isn't still around today. How did they do that? Did you guys, what'd they do with that?
They de-aged Ian Holm in it.
Okay.
Like they did with Martin Scorsese with The
Okay, so
Irishman.
I was wondering, because that was the one, visual effect that looked off to me. Visual effects still aren't there to where with a human type character, if you're not using the actual human face for face shot in real age time, it's going to look a little weird. And so that was the one part of the movie that kept throwing me off and taking me out of the movie, was when that character would pop up. I mean, it's cool having him there. I get it for the story, but with the de-aging stuff, it just kind of threw me off just a little bit.
Two things with that. One, I agree for sure, Mike. But the first thing I will say is when that was revealed that they were doing that with him, his legacy family signed off on that usage, so they just use it. And second, they used actually Ian Holm's voice. They chopped up audio originally from him from the Alien film, and put that in. So they actually were pretty respectful in that way. And which again, we're talking about the movie itself. With the dialogue, I mean, it would have been really weird if it was like a different voice actor, but it's Ian Holmes lookalike, sort of would have looked kind of weird. But they actually used the original actor's voice and spliced together the audio. I think made it, for me, saying it another time, it was like not an issue at all. But,
yeah.
Also, there's a lot of music, a lot of music cues from the movie. From other parts of the movies of the other franchises, like there's a part with Prometheus that shows up in the movie, and when you have that audio mix, when I even looked at my wife and I was like, they put the Prometheus theme in this movie because you can hear it because it's a Dolby Atmos and it's really good sound mixing in this disc, and it really did make an impact on me there.
I just had to ask because I knew it was a little bit of a controversy when the movie first came out. I know some people had some issues with it, so just wanted to be sure, what was going on.
All right,
judges.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, 2-1.
Yeah.
Split decision.
Yeah.
All right,
I
well,
like they both had
Jody,
the same
you were
job,
the
Luke.
one on the Predator side. I know you're a big Predator 2 fan. Is that why?
I'm a big Predator 2 fan, and I love a good transfer from the 90s up to 4K. When they do it right, they do it right. But I mean, they were both great picks. They were both awesome picks.
Yeah.
It was hard for me. It looked like it was really super easy for the other two judges.
No, I went on Orbit's website to actually look up like the special features on that one. And I'm like, because it was the special features. I think that probably would have been the one that swayed me. But again, I'm Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos. I gotta have it. So
yeah.
I don't got an Atmos setup, so didn't care. I'll be honest, Craig, don't kill me. I don't like Predator 2. So it's just the movie. I'm not a fan of the movie itself, and I love Romulus. So for me, it was easy in that regard.
What happened?
I'm just not a Predator 2 guy.
I thought
I've
you're
seen
part
it
of the
twice.
action movie podcast. It's like
I know
super
when we
action.
reviewed that movie, I didn't love it. So it's okay, I get why people do like it. You sold it pretty well, but I actually loved Romulus. So
well, to be fair, Nate, there's not a hell of a lot of guys that are Predator 2 guys.
Yeah, y'all are rare.
I like Predator 2.
Rare one.
I enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't.
I mean,
I don't
I like
it, but
I
like to really champion it is different.
Yeah, that's.
I like it
I don't
more
think
than
it's
I
the
did
worst.
the Predator.
I don't think it's.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, dang, Johnny, you're already taking my pick.
Thank you, Johnny.
Shade at me over here. All right, we got our Chris over there. What do you got over there for Alien Team?
All right. It's a little different, a little weird. It may look a little off, but there's a little story behind it, but it's not going to really affect the visuals because it's already great. I have here a Blu-ray case of the newest 4K of Aliens. All right. Now, it's a little weird. Why did I do that? And it's because I put it in in a different edition set. I probably won't show it off yet, but this is the 4K disc that I housed in there with disc art of the newest James Cameron officially updated 4K disc. It comes with 3 different discs. One, the bonus, the Blu-ray with 2 versions of it, might I add, and the 4K HDR Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos 4K disc. Now, leading up to this, I did rewatch this because that's what I do. I watch my movies. And I gotta say, guys, like, I know when these Cameron 4K discs were coming out, people were throwing, their arms up, and I think it was just true lies. I really think it was just that because it had never gotten an updated release. With Aliens, my gosh, like when I tell you, like it was kind of the inspiration of dressing up. I was just so impressed with how great this 4K looked. There was, no digital noise. The skin tones. I never thought Aliens, because that Blu-ray is good. It's good. It's not bad, but my God, that 4K was amazing. It was immaculate. The fact you could see the sweat dripping down everyone's face, and that wasn't even the emphasis of some shots, was amazing. The fact that I could see Newt in the dirt, it didn't even look like makeup. It looked like real dirt on her face. It was incredible. And the movie isn't like the brightest and flashiest, but you know what it is? It is a dark looking movie. When they are going in the vents in the beginning of the Colonial Marines, and you can't see anything on their radars with those really bad cameras, that always bothered me watching the Blu-ray. But on the 4K, I could actually see what the hell was going on. Like I could see when they're on their really crappy cameras in the film, I could kind of make out a little bit of what they were seeing, which actually enhances the experience after seeing Aliens so many times. So for me, it's just when a movie is really dark and you can't see things. This is the reason I upgraded from a 4K TV to an OLED, because I wanted to see what was on screen. And this 4K disc really shows to me why I think it's important to upgrade some movies specifically. Not all movies, but some, because it does enhance the quality. It feels like watching it for the first time. And here's another thing. I will say this with Dolby Atmos. Sometimes it's a little difficult in hearing dialogue. And I see that a lot online. People are like, oh, I can't hear anything on my TVs anymore. I got the 4K disc and it's this Atmos, but I can't hear anything. Okay. This movie's dialogue heavy. No problems there. So I think James Cameron going in, and I know he did some tinkering that some people were upset with because they thought it was motion smoothing and, digital noise reduction. I still see some film grain there. But the big thing is the contrast because this movie is dark and on purpose, and it does a really good job of counteracting. Remember that scene where Ripley sees the Queen Alien for the first time? And like you just see some smoke and you can't kind of really figure out the crown, and then it finally shows it with the lights beaming up. You can actually see the smoke coming up from behind. It looks so amazing. Like I gotta give James Cameron credit. Like he really did a great job with this 4K, guys. And yeah, and the fact that I will spoil this, I got this 4K for $10 when I went to Paris, France last year. Like the guy just didn't know what he had at this shop, and it's a French release, but it's still it's still in English. All right, it's nothing different. It just says aliens, and it has in French in the small part the word aliens in French, but it's the same new release. That's it. It's just an amazing 4K, guys. Like I know we always say, oh, it's a great. This for me, it really was like a brand new watch.
Dude, you sold the fuck out of that.
Oh yeah.
It's so good, guy. I even consider, because 79 is my favorite, but I even was like, dang, is Aliens like my favorite now? Because like this experience and watching it was amazing. Watch it on a OLED LG C4, by the way, with Dolby
And
Atmos soundbar.
just a note on the comment about Atmos mixes with the dialogue. If you have a Atmos setup, then you probably have a setup where you can tinker with the receivers and their volumes. So since most dialogue comes from the center channel, if that's an issue for people, just go into your receiver settings and just pump up the level on your center channel, and that'll pump up the dialogue and fix that issue if there is that going on with certain films.
Yeah, I've noticed like that is a big complaint a lot of times. Like I can't hear anything on my TV, and I've never understood
Those
it,
are
but I
people
get
who
it.
probably just are going through their TV speakers.
In 2026.
All right, so I'm gonna bring up a couple points, of course, in defense. Movie Eddie doesn't like the way the film looks, because it does feel like a James Cameron release. What he did with all his 4Ks, similar to Terminator 2, similar to True Lies. To me, it feels very scrubbed clean, like it was filmed yesterday with a digital camera, which that's not really how it was made, right? So it's really changing the complete look of the movie. Some people are okay with that. If you love Terminator 2, the new 4K, then you probably like the new Aliens 4K. Very similar vibes. So that is one thing to consider. The 4K transfer, very controversial. Not a lot of people loved it, unfortunately. There are a few people that did. Other controversy here, I'm going to have to go with. So Aliens changed the franchise to an action franchise, right? So it started as a horror franchise, then goes action. I prefer my Alien movies as horror, which is why I like the first Alien. I like Alien Romulus because it's much more horror feeling. I'm not a big fan of Aliens because, like I said, it does get a little too actiony, and I'm like, what the heck is this? This is a whole different type of franchise now. Some people may be fine with that. It's just preference there. I just want to bring it up for the judges, but they did really change the kind of trajectory of that franchise pretty darn quickly, and only on to the second movie. So
I will say, in quick defense of that, all right, I hear this all the time with like the tinkering and like the movie didn't look good, the digital scrubbing. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with nostalgia. When people saw these movies, they remembered what the movie looked like on like DVD or on the Blu-ray, because they came out on Blu-ray. They were on Blu-ray for such a long time without an upgrade. It's the same thing that the Matrix had an issue with. When everyone's like, it was supposed to be green. I remember Matrix being green. The 4K comes out and it restores it to its original blue hue, which it originally was. So I feel like that plays a lot into those controversies and like those criticisms. And as someone who has a background in videography, I will say that I do think the updated color toning makes the skin look real. I know we all remember watching these movies on TV, on VHS, and on tube TVs with the grain, so we do like that. As someone who collects VHS, I do too. But there is something when you have the right setup where a movie that's upgraded does look better. Just because it looks different than what we remember doesn't make it necessarily worse, I will say. I like to see actual skin tones and not just a clear skin tone like Blu-ray did for a long time.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. It's totally preference. Like, I think Terminator 2 4K is the best 4K ever made. Because I like seeing a movie that feels like it was filmed yesterday. So I like
Digging
that
your own
style. So
grave,
I
Mike.
think James Cameron 4Ks are like my favorites. But some people don't like that style, but it's a preference thing.
Interesting note, though, when James Cameron was getting all the backlash for the heavy changes to True Lies and Aliens, he had an interview where he said that those people need to move out of their mom's basement and meet somebody. Which is
there you go.
it's
Comment
the
James W.
community
James Cameron W.
that is interested in buying your product.
Oh man.
I will say,
God damn.
Getting all grumpy. That's why I call him Jam Cam over here.
Did Rob pick a movie yet?
No.
Yeah, he hasn't even gone yet.
No, I've been waiting.
All right, Rob, you're up.
Let Rob go, bro.
Sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
I'm going with the Predator 4K. This is the 2018 abysmal piece, but we're not going to go there. But this 4K does look great. I'm not going to lie. I've thrown this on for the boys when they come over sometimes, and this is one that they can actually get through. Like, as much as I love the second one, this one's goofy as hell for no reason. But the 4K looks great. It's got some really good deleted scenes. It's got a fun interview with Shane Black if you want to watch that. But it's got a ton of other stuff. It's got the Slippy here, but it's got the 2 discs in there. So you get the Blu-ray, you get the 4K. They both have special features on both discs. And I don't think Dolby Atmos was out at the moment yet when this 4K came out. So that does not.
I believe that does have Dolby Atmos. Double check. I thought
Dolby
it
Vision,
did.
I don't think existed.
Reading it just says immersive audio, and then nothing else about the sound.
It sounded like Atmos when I was playing it the other night. So
I
might be wrong. Double
if it
check.
sounded
but
like
sounds-
it, it has to be it, right?
Because I'm pretty sure it was. I'll double check mine though.
I do enjoy the 4K of this. It looks good. But like I said, it's got a ton of special features. Just random crap on there.
Yeah, so Rob, it does have Dolby Atmos. I just checked my box set that has it included. It is Dolby Atmos, 100%. And I knew that for sure. And if you didn't pull that movie, I was going to pull it. Because objectively, that is the best sounding 4K disc out of the entire Predator franchise. Whether you hate the movie or love the movie, I don't care. Objectively, it is the best sounding with that Dolby Atmos track. Because I just watched the entire Predator franchise, listening to it. A lot of them only have the surround sound, which is good. But once you get to the Dolby Atmos on the Predator, you're freaking hearing explosions around you all. Oh my gosh, it is crazy how it sounds when that Predator monster is going through the forest. It's fantastic. So if you just want to hear a movie and have Dolby Atmos reference quality, the Predator is on my top list now. So it sounds incredible. It looks great as well, like the 4K sharpness and the details, like all the green blood from the Predator hounds and all that. Like, it looks so clean. It's incredible how that movie looks. And I actually do like the movie. I know there's some people that don't like the movie. I love how it takes place on Halloween night. I think that's really cool. I think it has an all-star cast. I mean, freaking Thomas Jane, the Punisher actor's in there with Tourette's, and it's hilarious dark comedy gold. I just like that cast. Like, together as a band of misfits is great. So I think Shane Black actually did really good with that movie. And to see him, come out of that first Predator movie and now working, made his own Predator movie, I just think that's a really cool, fun thing. And the special features are really good on that as well. Tons of bonuses to go through. And yeah, they updated the Predator franchise for modern audiences. So once again, if you don't like it, that's fine. But I think, in terms of quality, when we're talking about the disc round, remember, this isn't the fourth round. What represents the franchise best overall? This is the best quality disc. I think that is the best quality disc of the entire Predator franchise. Just simple specifications. I can't argue against it.
Well said. High quality disc on 4K. Give it that.
Where
Blu-ray
we're going
plus
up
a
against a
special
very controversial
just with
4K.
the special features. Just so it can have all the data on one disc on 4K. Just with some bonus features, but an exclusive disc just for bonus features itself on Blu-ray as well.
Yeah.
All right, judges,
Yikes.
you got what you need?
Yeah, this is actually harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. That's either really good or really bad.
Come on.
Reveal.
Man, I swear to God.
Yeah, let's go.
And look, as much as I hate, Cameron wiping his ass with his own movies and making them all look plastic and shit. Yeah, I did see True Lies, and that looks like dog shit. But I haven't seen Aliens, but I did watch The Abyss, and The Abyss actually looks pretty damn good. But I mean, with Aliens, you have 2 cuts of the movie on here. I have to go with that. And you got Atmos, you got Vision, but the 2 cuts, that's what did it for me over the Predator.
Yeah, the fact he put both on 4K on
Yeah.
its own 4K disc, I do appreciate that from him. He didn't have to.
Yeah.
I will say, I was not when Rob picked that up. I said, "This is over," but because I don't like the movie. However, he is right in that it does look good, it does sound good, it does have good features. And Chris, Aliens, I don't think you sold the movie well enough because it's a vastly superior film. So if I just went on movie, I'm with you. I don't like how it looks. I have the 4K. They look like wax. I don't like it. And so, I think it is one of the lesser, there's only 4 Alien films, I think, on 4K or 5. I think it's the worst one out of all of them. So just as far as quality, so that was tough for me because I vastly prefer the movie, but I don't think it's a great disc, personally.
Do I have to sell Aliens, though, to be honest?
No,
doesn't
I mean, not
take
necessarily.
the title alone. It's
not necessarily.
I mean,
but,
guys.
But
I mean, if you're
focusing on the thing that's worst about it, I don't know if that was the move for me to be.
I knew I picked it knowing it was going to be controversial.
It was controversial.
I watched it because I wanted to give it. I didn't know how. I always read about it, and then when I picked it up, I watched it, and I was waiting to not like it, and I was like, okay, I got to pick something else. But I was genuinely surprised.
It worked for you, and and that's all that matters. So.
Maybe you guys pick up the French version. Maybe the French copy is just better than the American.
Maybe that's it. That could be it.
That could be it. You never know.
That's funny. But like I said, I like the way Aliens look. I want James Cameron to do every single 4K that gets released. Let's get on it, James Cameron.
Swear to God, I'm going to leave this fucking.
They look horrible.
Don't make Johnny leave, Mike.
All right, Vin. Muted.
With the rules, am I allowed to present the same film maybe and argue it in a different way?
Yeah, you can always show the same movie. Now, depending what the judges think of it, that will be on them.
Okay.
I will say, hold on, before you start, I was going to show something else in hopes that you would. I showed Aliens because never mind. But okay, I want to see where this goes.
So, from my understanding, round 2 was about the disc and also the movie itself. So, copying off of him, I'm going to go with Aliens. But my argument might be a little bit different. I'll take a different approach to it. For me, the changes he made visually, I don't really care. It didn't bother me. But the Atmos was great. I really appreciate the Atmos. But where I'm going to really try and make my selling point is Alien came out in 1979. I think 79, 77?
79.
It's a 70s film, and it's easily ensconced as one of the best 70s horror films. It's not action, it is horror. And to come out with a film in the same franchise in 1986, you let it breathe for a while, but then to take the franchise in such a different way where it's horror kind of, but let's be real, it's an action film. You have Marines battling hordes of xenomorphs. It's an action film. And dare I say, Aliens coming out in 1986, did it influence Predator that came out in 1987? Maybe. When you look at best action films of the 80s, it's kind of crazy that you can put Aliens right there with Predator because they're both so fantastic. So I'm selling this more so based off of the film itself. You also have Sigourney Weaver really ensconcing herself as the final girl here in this film. So as far as 80s action, when you think 80s action, you think Predator, no doubt. But you do think Aliens. And in a franchise that's been more horror, Predator's never really been horror. Alien started horror, and now it's going back to horror with Romulus. I just think it was very impressive when a series of films can jump like that. Like one of the best horror films of the 70s, of all time from the 70s, can morph into one of the best action films from the 80s. So my main selling point for this round is going to have to be how Aliens can make that jump and how Cameron could take an ensconced horror franchise and make it one of the best action franchises of an action-filled decade that is the 1980s.
All right.
I love that argument, Vin. I love that.
Never thought of it like that. That's good.
Yeah.
Interesting, yeah. And when you started talking about jumping, right, jumping through the franchise, it got me thinking. And now this is no fault on Aliens itself. This is a completely different movie. So, yeah. But Alien 3 comes out and basically undoes, really the main ending of Aliens, which is such a shame because Aliens did have a good, powerful ending there. And then Alien 3 starts and you're like, oop. Well, Aliens didn't matter. So that sucks. And that just kind of shows
there's terrible Predator films, but all that's irrelevant.
Absolutely. But I just want to say that it shows inconsistency throughout the franchise, where I think Predator is a little bit more consistent in terms of tone, in terms of style, and for me, overall quality. But I do like the Alien franchise. I love both of these franchises. For me, Predator, I enjoy that franchise a little bit more.
Well, a bad movie is a bad movie, whether they decide to take chances in changing the genre or not, because there's plenty of terrible Predator films, like Predators with Adrian Brody or whatever it was.
Oh my gosh. I might have to save that one for then. I actually really like that one. But we're not going to pull that one for this round. We're going to go into something we haven't yet seen from the Predator franchise that has a lot of amazing points, and I just love this one. I think it's really, considered maybe the best one or top 2 for fans of the franchise, and that's going to be Prey. Oh my goodness, beautiful slipcover, by the way. But Prey is awesome. The critics loved it. Fans of the franchise loved it. Casual viewers loved it as well. But a lot of cool things with this one. We didn't know if we were going to get this to a physical disc. We didn't know if, Disney was going to keep it trapped on streaming, what they were going to do with it. But you actually did get a physical disc with it, which was just cool. I love to see when that happens. But not only that, we're talking about the disc itself. The 4K looks beautiful, absolutely stunning, and the HDR actually really benefits from this movie's environment because you have a lot of contrasting scenes, a lot of different colors. You have day scenes, you have night scenes, you have that wilderness environment, you have water element scenes. I mean, it looks stunning. Every frame of this movie is like a freaking beautiful painting. It's incredible. And then the Dolby Atmos track is on point. When you're having that grizzly battle, oh my gosh, and you're hearing that freaking bear all around you and the Predator going in and fighting it to the death and tearing. Oh my gosh, you're like, whoo! I didn't know I could have a movie experience like that in your own home theater, but it was great. It was awesome. I mean, I think it probably even sounded better than half the theaters I go to. That's how much the Dolby Atmos was on point. So visually incredible, Dolby Atmos incredible, but not only that, I think this has literally the best special feature out of any movie in the history of movies. You actually get the Comanche edition of the movie, so you can hear it in the native language for the whole movie. That is incredible for them to actually film this movie with a Native American language, preserve that history and culture. I've never seen that done with a film like that. Like, that's incredible. They could have easily said, it's a blockbuster action movie. Don't worry about that. But they were true to the Native American culture. I just love to see that as a special feature. But not only that, it does have the Comanche edition, but you have English, you have Spanish, you have French, showing the universal nature of this. So really, you get to choose what you want to view it in, which is great. But not only that, we're talking all the other special features, and I'll zoom in on here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But you have the making of Prey, which is really cool, almost like a mini documentary. Lots of cool interviews, cast members, crew members, talking about the movie. You get to learn about the cast, why they decided to go with a Comanche edition, and really learn the history of the film. And then, yeah, just so much more scenes, alternate opening, so you can almost view like a whole second movie with it. So you get the rewatches out of it. So with the special features, all the different editions, hearing all the different languages, you're going to go through this movie a whole bunch of different times, but always a great experience. So when you're comparing the discs, now, once again, both movies I think are really solid. Prey's great. Aliens, a lot of people love. But the disc, with that one being a little controversial with the 4K, I don't think anybody had any problems with the Prey 4K disc. Simple as that. There's just a ton of stuff in here.
Prey was great. I think with the additions of Prey and Badlands more recently, that's what makes these franchises really be comparable, because without those new additions that are really both solid films, we don't have much of a battle here. But the fact that we have some newer Predator films that are solid to complement like Romulus and Covenant and Prometheus, it makes it more of an even fight. So I enjoyed Prey a lot, and I think that you're right, the disc was fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, judges. 1, 2, 3, reveal. Yay, Predator!
I'm not going to argue.
I couldn't vote for the Predator over Aliens, and then vote for
You
Aliens
do.
over Predator with the same disc. I think Aliens is the better film still. I just don't love that disc. It was just I couldn't do it.
I mean, for me, it was the alternate language track. That's what put it over the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and the fact that we actually got it. You know, again, like you said, being a streaming movie, everybody was like, "Are we even going to get this on physical?" And we did. So that's pretty awesome.
And they put a lot of features for a streaming film. It does have a lot of special features, which is cool.
They could have just given us one disc and said, "Here you go."
Shut
Gave
up.
us a DVD.
This is all you get.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, Vin. I picked Aliens first, but that wasn't my first choice. But I picked it because of the order, and I wanted to give you that assist with the Alien 4K. But I did appreciate the new look through the lens for Aliens. I mean, I didn't know Aliens in general was just like some people like it, you know, and I'm just like, I've always thought it was one of the best movies of the 80s in general. And yeah. Also, do people forget that Sigourney Weaver was nominated for Best Actress for Aliens? Like her job there, she got nominated for Best Actress. Like, you don't see that in movies like that, really. Not until recently. That's like what's her name? In that I'm blanking all of a sudden, I can't think. The horror movie that came out recently, The Substance. It's like almost like that, but in the 80s. Like, it's just rare. It's crazy. Anyway, Aliens is awesome. Vin, nice job.
Yeah.
Give him a best shot.
That's what matters, man.
Yep.
All right, so we're on to our third round, 3 points each now. Box set, sequel, collectibles, props, autographs, all that fun stuff here. So our variety round. All right, so we'll be back to Predator franchise. Let's start this one off. So, Craig, what do you got?
All right, so I promised I had something really cool for this round, and I promise I won't let you guys down. So basically, when I watch Predator, one of the main things that I always thought was so cool was the firearms that those guys used in the jungle scene when they're doing that firefight in the jungle. And even on the main poster, like Arnold holding that M16 and just like in the Predator vision, I always thought it just looked so cool, him holding that with the cool heat shield and just the way he fires the gun. And if you didn't know this, it's the same prop they use for Scarface. And if you remember the shootout in Scarface, you know, it's very iconic. And the fact that they got to use it for Predator was great too. And me being a gun guy, I had to do what I could to find this weapon. And I have an AR-15 with a working grenade launcher. Just like the movie. And this is a real firearm. It has been safety checked. There is no bullets in it. I promise you that. But this is something that...
Mike, you're muted.
It's okay. Let him be muted.
Just, even if you're not a gun guy, like the look of this thing, just the heat shield and just the way that the grenade launcher opens up. It's just such a cool piece.
You already got Jody's vote.
But yeah,
what's happening?
Now,
YouTube, we promise though, it's just a prop. It's just a prop. Don't
It's just a prop.
disregard what was said.
I hear banging at the door.
I'm not trying to get demonetized over here now.
Oh, Schwarzenegger signed it somewhere.
Yeah. So this is a real working BB gun, right?
Yeah.
So now,
Yes.
now, judges, to tell you what I had to do for this, I actually had to piece this together because they don't sell this complete at any shop
Thank God.
or any show. So buying the firearm at whole by itself and then trying to find the attachments, like it took me over a year to piece this together to screen accurate, match it up to the movie, whether it's Scarface or Predator. So, and every time it comes to the range, I mean, this thing is such a head turner. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, is that the gun from Scarface? Is that Predator?" I'm like, this is the one. And I think the coolest thing about it is, letting people handle it as well. And yeah, I there's times I look at this and I'm like, I can't believe I own this. Like, it's just, it's so iconic to me. And I'm very proud to have it in my collection. And thanks for taking a look at it, guys. Yeah, this is my pick.
You have got
Thanks
to get
for
that
showing
signed
it
by
to us.
Arnold. You've
All
got
right,
to get
yeah.
it signed by Arnold.
Vin, do you have a real life alien egg over there? A little face hugger gonna pop up.
So this is a wash, obviously. Do you want to
come on,
know what
let
I
us see.
actually was going to try to play for
Yes.
this round? Because I told you guys I'm not a collectible guy. Going up against what we just saw, this is what I had on deck.
I love you so much right now.
Yes. Oh,
Hell yes.
it's still something, dude. I like that.
It's a nice pop.
I like the pop there, dude.
The alien pops go for some money. I will say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
cute.
can see the detail in the back and the tail and the head turns.
Vin, I'm sorry.
It has a little mouth. It has a little mouth there.
It still had something there, dude.
I'm a pop
It was,
person.
it was
so that's
smart
actually
to
a nice
it was
pop.
smart to still show it and not waste something.
Yeah, for
else.
sure.
Yeah, not
Sure.
waste a turn. Yeah.
Yeah, I almost want to dig a hole in my yard and just bury myself in the dirt
No.
right now.
Oh
That-
no! Come on, bro.
I can't believe, Vin, you didn't get the $400 animatronic from Spirit of Halloween of the Xenomorph.
Oh, for
Fake fan.
I don't know if that would have beaten it anyway.
You
been
never
great.
know. It could have.
Oh shit.
It could have been.
I would have needed to hatch an actual alien from the ocean that I got.
You would have needed like
Merciful.
Sigourney Weaver there saying hello to the audience.
No, screen use.
Chris would have
Sigourney
walked
Yeah, Chris
into your
would've done
room
that.
dressed like that. That might have gotten it.
Chris absolutely would have done it.
Well, I am glad that at least he wasted that against this.
All right, judges, let's just get to it. 1, 2, 3.
How great would it
The
be
actual photo,
if we
there
all
it
pulled
is.
if we all
There
pulled
it
alien
is.
just because
I know. Imagine they all pull the alien pop out.
You know, when he was showing it, I was looking at this and I was like, it is. It's the same thing. It's right on.
Yeah.
Let's
Pretty-
see.
Oh,
Let
man.
me zoom in on that, Nate. Show that cover again.
I just love that poster. Yeah, that's the real
That's
one.
it.
That poster, man. Love it.
Dude, why does that look so much smaller in Arnold's arms?
I got big forearms.
That is a great both functionally and as a movie prop. Like it is, that's cool. I think that's cool. It's unique. And
Thank you.
the fact that it's like exactly like in the movie is, and I think that's the thing, with what did the guy say? Gun guys, like even like Bond, a lot of the guns he has, those like Walter, whatever, and they're collectible. So I think it is cool when it's like something that's real and also from a movie.
Dude, Mike, is that
That was a really cool
prop
poll,
that's
though,
ever been
Craig.
pulled on your stream?
Thank you.
What was that, Vin?
Is that the best prop / collectible that's ever been pulled on your stream?
I don't know.
It's up there.
It's the most.
It's definitely one of them for sure.
It shocked me the most. The most unique choice.
I think it's up
Man.
there. I think
Johnny's
it's one of the
face
coolest
says
things
it
I've
all.
seen.
Yeah, he's like, I don't. He's like,
I
I don't know.
cannot believe I just saw someone pull a fucking machine gun
With a grenade launcher.
in a
Yeah, that's
physical
right.
media stream.
Grenade launcher.
Exactly.
Man, I'm glad
Automatic
we're
vote.
after dark now, I guess.
Oh my
Yeah.
Holy
god!
shit. All right. What else you sons of bitches got?
All right.
Not that. I don't
Check
have-
out my
No,
DVD.
definitely not.
Oh,
Yeah, we definitely don't. Tough act to follow there, but it's okay. I'll just go with an oldie but goodie. We'll just
Blank.
go with the, just the collection, Predator 4-film collection, which I actually really love this set because you're getting all the 4 main Predator movies. They're all in 4K, Blu-ray, and digital codes. It's a nice box. I can find it easily on the shelf, but it still doesn't take up a ton of space, so it's just perfect combination. It's a slip-out box, which I like as well because it's easy to get to a movie when you need to. And they don't do a lot of slip-out boxes these days. I don't know why. They should. But yeah, it's really cool because then you got a bunch of art cards in here, right? That's my Bubba, right? And then you have the poster, of course, and you have, one for each of the movies. Mine is still sealed, so I'm not going to go through each one, but you got one for the movies, and that's really cool because some people like the art cards. And then inside the case, of course, like I said, you get the digitals, but then each disc is on a different little flap turner here, so they're not scratchy. They're easy to get to. You even got the Blu-rays, because if you don't have a 4K player in every room, you got a Blu-ray player, you can access the movies. So yeah, so it's really nice. Everything's there. Like I said, I think this is a very consistent franchise. If you compare, these 4 Predator movies to the 4 main Alien movies, I think these win in terms of quality overall, but it could be just a preference thing. But I like all of these movies. Like Predator 1, a lot of people love the classicness, the jungle environment. It's great. Predator 2 actually is one of my underrated favorites because you get to the LA city. It's just so wild with all the action thrown in there, which is really fun, and great cast as well. Predators. I didn't know people didn't like Predators. Like, that's shocking to me. I remember when that came out, like, everybody around me really enjoyed that one because it's a great cast. Once again, Adrian Brody in there, Oscar winner multiple times over. But fun cast as well. Interesting premise. Gets back to the jungle environment with a little bit of a twist. So there's some surprises in it, which is fun. And then The Predator, like I said, I've talked about the movie before. I think it's cool bringing it Halloween night. Once again, doing something a little bit different, but not losing the horror action flavor to it all. So all fun watches. All of the 4K discs look and sound great. The Blu-rays as well look and sound great too. So not a flaw there. And you got special features on all of the discs. So you can enjoy and watch more hours getting to learn the history of all these movies. So really, it's the best Predator franchise package you could have. The time it came out, right? The time it came out, you didn't have Prey available and all that. So for the time, excellent. All right, Luke.
All right. So I guess I'll go with another collection set. I'm just going to go ahead and go with the Alien 6-film collection set that has one, that of course is the original Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Prometheus, and Alien Covenant. Now, the thing with this, like, I know that's a 4K set that you showed off there, Mike, but with this, if you can see, this does not take up as much shelf space as that 4K set does. So, and you get all separate discs, and thankfully none of them are like smashed into one disc, because that's a huge pet peeve of mine when it comes to physical media. Like, I absolutely hate it when they just throw multiple movies onto one disc, like, damage the quality. But you get all separate discs, and they all have artwork on them. So here's the first Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. You get the same one that I showed for Alien Covenant, but you also get Prometheus right here. And on the inside, it shows, of course, all the cast lists. Shows a little bit of inside artwork with it as well. Show this one off. There you go. And you also get multiple cuts of Alien, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection. Like, you get two different cuts of each movie. So not much to complain about with this one. So, yep, there you go, the Alien 6 movie collection.
Yeah, I can't slander that set too much. I own the same set. It's a great set for Blu-ray. You know, HD is still awesome. I do like how they have the different cuts of the movie. I do like the artwork on the disc being varied. I think it's just going to come down to a judge preference on this. Like, what movies do they prefer? Because I'm much more of a Predator franchise fan. For Alien movies, I only really liked the first one. I like Aliens well enough. 3 is kind of interesting, but, you know, a little controversial, a little sloppy. That's why they had to get so many cuts of it to try to fix it a bit. Alien 4 is very tough to watch that one. Very tough to watch that one. Prometheus, I know some people like it as kind of a thinking man's movie. I get bored to tears on that one, and I will never watch it again. Alien Covenant, it's like okay, but I'm like, I want to see kind of more. Where else does the story go to? And they kind of, you know, fell away from that and then went Alien Romulus and kind of stir away from that one. So yeah, but both are great franchises. Both are good collections. All I can say in favor of mine is you have 4Ks and Blu-rays, which to me beats Blu-rays. So
not always the case, but you never know.
But yeah, but I'm saying if you like the Blu-rays, you have the Blu-ray options. If you like the 4Ks, you have the 4K options, which that you have to use the Blu-rays. Not saying there's anything wrong with Blu-rays. I'm just saying more options. And the art cards.
But also, like I said, you get 2 different cuts for the first 4 movies, so there's nothing really much to complain about with that. So, like if you want to watch a different cut for any of the films, you get it on here. So
yeah, that release also, I just love how it shows the different skulls of the xenomorphs in the entire franchise.
There you go.
And it's was the most updated one for a long time. It was the Blu-rays of the Alien movies were stuck in hell with that quadrilogy set that they put out, and I thought was just garbage of a design cover, and it only had them on old Blu-ray transfers, and then they upgraded them with those, and yeah, including the 2 prequels was really nice. They didn't have to do that because a lot of times the Alien movies are just going to release them just the first 4, but the fact they included those is like the only real collection release on physical. There's none that include every single one in a set besides that so far.
But you know what's interesting too? When that came out, they did have 4Ks available, right, for Alien Covenant, and I think even Prometheus has a 4K, right?
It does, but I mean, I think the original Alien at the time also did have a 4K by the time that they released this set.
Interesting.
So
Prometheus does have a 4K. I got it with a slip from Diabolic. So
it does also. It has a 4K in the US though. I know that.
Yeah.
But to get it with a slip, you got it from the UK.
Wow. Still, it's a 4K in the US. So
judges, 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh, split decision.
Yes.
Alien takes it.
Yeah, Luke, I think good. You did a good job. Technically, it's a 10 movie set. If you had 2 versions of the first 4 movies, there's a lot in there. But you know, like Chris had said, you had the 4-pack with like the fat one, and including the other 2 in there, like Mike saying they had 4Ks, they did, but there is no 4K of 3 and 4. So the fact that you could get them all in one box, and Blu-ray is the highest format for 3 and Resurrection if you want to complete it, I think it makes sense. And the Predator set's cool, but the other one has more, just a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked at it like, I mean, I was originally going to get Alien because if I have neither one of these, the best bang for the buck would definitely be the Alien set, because you're getting 6 or even more with the different cuts. But I mean, with Predator, I mean, you got all 4 and 4K. When I think the last 2, I think in there have Dolby Atmos, I believe, or the last one at least has Dolby Atmos. And I don't care about shelf space. You guys can see. I don't give a damn about that stuff. So I had to go with Predator on that.
Yeah, I just I hate those thick boxes. Can't stand to look at them. Throw it away.
Wait, don't you have those big umbrella box sets?
That's different. What are you talking
That's
about?
like
that's a different story there.
No, he
Mike.
likes really fat, not
that's
little,
like
not little
Caligula
fat.
taking up
Not like the one that you showed.
He likes it normal size or humongous, not in
Yeah.
between.
Not in between.
Like,
It's either
no.
ridiculous or regular.
Yeah. One or the other. You can't choose both.
Yeah.
You're like, unless it comes with 2 encyclopedias, I don't want that big box. All right, Rob.
I will say, Mike, that set is always on sale on Amazon, and I own only 8 Predator on 4K, and I've always wanted to hop on that set, but I always feel like there's some updated version with like Prey coming out and stuff, but it just never happens. I just don't know if is that worth splashing on. It's like what, 25, 30
It's
bucks all the
Disney,
time?
so you never know. It may never happen.
I mean,
you know,
hell, I'll say
I
this.
would just get Prey separate, honestly, because all those 4Ks look great. So I don't think you're going to get an updated like 4K
Right.
set with those original Predator movies. I mean, I guess they could.
There is one, but it's overseas. It's got the first 5 in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I could just get them individually and skip the Predator or the Predator.
You might as well.
That's the best sounding. I'm telling you, that's the best sounding one, the best looking one.
Oh yeah, if you do like Craig, he got them individually. You just not get the one you don't want and get the other ones.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Rob, what are we thinking?
Rob. Alrighty, so I went with something once again a little different. So I got the collector's edition of AVP Alien vs Predator here. You know, it's got the usual 2-disc, all that, but what's really cool about this edition is the fact that it's got the comic book on the inside. Ooh. This came as a little gift. This is basically what the movie was based after, is this short story, this comic. But this is one of my favorite editions of AVP because you get both discs with the bonus features, and you got the little J card in there with everything else. But but the killer is the fact that you got this. It's a nice looking comic. Like, it's got the foil on the front, and it's stayed in good shape for the years I've had it. But for a collector's edition, to me, I think it's a fun movie. It's not a good movie, but yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to see it.
I was wondering who was going to play AVP. I wonder which team was going to.
Hey,
somebody
might get played again. I love that movie.
Yeah, I personally love that movie too.
I wanted to see who was going to claim it. Yeah,
it's okay.
That is literally one of the best first movies they've ever made. That movie is so fun. But I'll talk about it in the 4th round.
Is it quite telling that the movies are called AVP and not PVA?
Well, yeah, because you always put the hero as the second part. Everybody knows that. It's like when you do
PVA
Freddy
sounds like
Jason,
a disease.
Jason is more the hero, and Freddy versus Jason.
Damn, Jody.
It does.
Yeah, the
Like,
hero always
I mean,
goes
hey.
second.
I mean, hey.
I got the test back. I got PVA. God damn it. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, Jody, I agree. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
All right,
It definitely doesn't. No.
It's the classic
Really rolls out
Kong,
the ass.
Godzilla vs. Kong, you know? It's like Kong is American, Predator is American, and Alien was UK, and Godzilla is Japanese. It's just marketing, man. It's just why I hate when they do that. But all right, anyway, the thing I'm going to show off is a little bit of history. And I've wanted this thing since I was a kid, and I finally was able to get it when I was at the Music Box movie theater in Chicago when I lived there. Actually, I went back. And they did they do an annual 24-hour movie marathon there in October. So I try to go every year, and they'd have like vendors and stuff. And I saw this thing. It was like the pearly gates light and everything was there. I was like, oh my God, I haven't seen this thing since I was a freaking kid. And I've been wanting this thing forever. And like the price was crazy, but the price was right. And let me give you a little history lesson. So when this thing was coming out, it was the first time that this thing was released subsequently all together. And also the merger of 2 different formats. So it's a very pivotal time in history. For me, I was on the older side of history because that's just how I grew up with it. But that is the 20th anniversary Alien Legacy VHS box set. Okay. Pristine condition, in my opinion. Okay, it comes with all the first 4 Alien movies, plus a bonus VHS bonus feature cassette of the Alien Legacy that really covers a lot of the bonus features we see, including one that's not actually in any Blu-ray Alien release, 1979 Alien. It was only exclusive on this VHS set and on the DVD set. This thing came out in 1999, and it was the first time, if I remember correctly, Alien as a whole was put out on VHS and on DVD together for the first time ever. Every other time there was never a 4 set ever. So you get the merge of DVD and VHS. And I've always wanted this thing as a kid because I love Alien growing up, always renting it at Family Video. And I finally got all of them together. And you get the really cool, iconic posters there. And do you guys remember this cover of Aliens? You never see it anymore. But for me, this was Family Video 101 for me. Like, I always knew with Aliens with the blue and the green hue. I'm glad we moved away from this kind of cover from Alien 3, the simplistic look here. I mean, I get what they were doing, but not for me. But I actually really love the Alien Resurrection poster growing up. I actually want this poster because I just loved how this looked. When I was doing podcasting and I covered this movie, this was the one I had to use. They're also in the widescreen format. They have the intros. When I last watched them, they have the intro trailers for the movies play before. And actually, the Alien one has the Ridley Scott intro for when you play the VHS cassette. And then the big thing here, they came with trading cards from the entire quadrilogy at the time. So they gave you, when you bought this edition, they gave you 2 for each movie. And they have facts on the back. So like this one with Alien, it talks about like the lore of Alan Ripley and Alien and Aliens, different things about the production for every single one. And the cool thing was you could actually, I kept this with it. You can actually order more of the trading cards if you wanted to. So I always just kept it with this set. And for me, when we talk about Alien as a franchise, like to me, this is where it always was. It was always like that Family Video VHS. I never really rented the DVDs much because they did the clamshells. But for me, like it was always that 20th Century Fox intro opening on VHS. The first 4, I don't know. For me, that just such a cool thing. And the fact that it was a pivotal change between the VHS format to the DVD format, and the legacy of Alien has a special feature that's not even exclusive, that's not available anymore on Blu-ray or on the 4K releases. So to me, super cool. They were doing single Blu-ray release for just the bonus features on VHS back in the day. They were putting it all on one cassette. I think that's a W.
That's really in great condition, I have to say.
Yeah, the seller, like he saw me like eyeing it. I kept grabbing it, putting it back. It's like, do I really need to spend this? But yeah, the fact that I was like, do I really need to spend $20 on this? Yes, I do. So I got it for $20, and
you got that for
I know
$20.
it goes for more.
Shut up.
$20?
Yeah.
$20.
I thought you were
like,
like, is it worth it at this price? I thought it was gonna be more than $20.
Yeah, I was even having to make sure there's like no mold on the cassettes because like I actually do watch. I still have a tube TV and VCRs here, and I still watch. Actually, my wife was watching these, and we were watching the Aliens 4K, and she's like, "I feel like I watched this one recently." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, probably it's great." And she's like, "Oh, I watched the cassette version like a couple weeks ago randomly." So like, it's still getting used, guys.
You're also flexing on us, telling us that you have a wife that seeks out Alien VHS tapes to watch.
Yeah, she's like, what am I going to watch tonight?
Oh, yeah. She loves the
My
Alien
wife
franchise
reads
toys.
books.
Yeah. She lets me dress like this on
Same.
Halloween. But to me, it's just the trading cards. Like we talk about Arrow and all these boutique labels that give you like little trading cards and stuff, and they're just like little art promos. They're screenshots from the actual movie, plus like lore from the movies themselves. Like it's not just character bios, but it gives you like backgrounds of the production plus like the actual character lore. It's pretty sweet.
All right, judges, I think you're ready. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Yeah,
Rob, that was a cool comic book, Rob. I
Yeah,
liked it, but you know
No,
what?
man, Rob was with you at risk. I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Yep.
Shit.
That VHS set, it has a bonus
Yeah.
VHS.
It was
I've never
a
even
nice
heard of
set.
it.
Yeah.
It's a
Never
nice
even heard of that.
$20 too.
I want it. I
That's
want it.
$20.
I need it. I'm on the lookout now. I'm pretty sure I used to own that too. Damn it, this show sucks.
I need it.
Yeah. These things were rented all the time at Family Video when I was a kid. Shout out my parents let me rent them as a kid.
Also, you presenting it dressed like that, I think adds a little like
It really
it
does.
adds a little
It really does.
flair to it. You know what I mean?
1000%, dude.
Yeah.
We
When
have
you
a
had to go
judge
like on the big
conversation.
screen with the curls, I'm like this. You know, I feel
A,
like
ju- a,
Ripley's
a judge
showing me
conversation right now, guys. If that would have gone up against the machine gun, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Nah, I mean, once he said grenade launcher, I think I was.
I don't know about all that business there, Jody.
I don't know. That would have been something. That would have been something.
You're not
All right.
wrong.
It would have been
Continue on.
closer than the pop, but I mean, I guess I don't know if it was.
True.
All right, continue the show.
All right, we're getting to our final round,
here we
fourth
go.
round, best overall. What represents the franchise? Teams, are we good with this order and setup? I kind of put who was originally on their franchises at the end.
I just got destroyed by this guy in the last round.
And then because I was a super
you can redeem
substitute, I
yourself,
went
dude.
here.
True.
You can
Can we
redeem
get a
yourself
score?
in.
Can we get a
But
score
we
update?
can adjust. How do you guys want to be ordered down there?
I'm fine with this.
This is
I'm good.
All good.
Yeah.
We're good? Okay.
Can we get a score update though too? We haven't gotten
Oh,
that yet.
do I really?
Yeah.
So wait, this is the exact same order as the last round. Just it moved. We just moved them into different slots.
Good job, Mike.
But still
I
something.
asked if it was okay.
You just played Luke. He just played.
Okay,
Rob,
you
and
want me to be the anchor for the team? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying it's the same matchups.
Okay,
So,
Mr.
We can always tag. We can always
Grouchy
tag.
over
We
there.
know it.
I want fresh. I want new. I want fresh.
How does that feel? Does that
I
feel
love that.
fresh?
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I have not seen this yet.
Okay, so once again, before I was rudely interrupted, fourth round, best overall. What represents the franchise? Alien's doing really well right now, so you can see the kind of score right there. Alien is dominating with 11 points. Predator only 7 points. Yeah, but technically, we could still win if we won every round in the fourth round.
If you win 2 out of 3, it's a tie.
Yeah.
So you
Hey.
never know.
There
You never know.
You never know. You never know. So I think it's Alien, back to Alien, right, to start this.
Yep.
This final one. All right, Luke, what do you got?
So the one that I think best represents the franchise, I know I pulled this out last round, but for the film I'm going to choose to represent for the franchise is, of course, the original Alien. The one that started it all back in 1979, directed by Ridley Scott, of course. And this was what I like for the franchise, like a much more horror focused for the franchise. I mean, I don't mind that it went in the action direction, but like you can never really capture the magic of what Ridley Scott brought to the table with this movie, particularly the first Alien. And guys, remember the scene particularly with the chest burst. None of the actors saw that coming. Like it was not like they were not told about it. So, and in the context of it, it makes it a lot more frightening. Like when the actors actually don't see what happens, like, you know, while they're like, you know, rehearsing. Like that's more terrifying than actually seeing like that's more terrifying is what I'm trying to say. Like if they don't see it coming, then it actually gives a much more genuine reaction to what you see. And Sigourney Weaver is always great. I mean, all the cast is great, but like the visual effects for being a 1970s movie and we're in 2026, insane how that film still holds up. Like the effects age beautifully. I mean, I think the film just ages perfectly. Like it's a film that really stands the test of time, even coming out all the way back in 1979. And I think it's actually one of my favorite horror films. Like it's incredible. Like you can never go wrong with the original Alien. And I think it's the best of the entire franchise. Like love Aliens, love Romulus, but you can never beat the original Alien. Like just iconic. Like that's the bet. Like the one word I can use to describe the original Alien, iconic.
All right, Rob, what do we got?
Alrighty, so when I think of overall when it comes to Predator, you know, you have 1 and 2 great movies. You go all the way to, you have the Predators movie, you got AVP, but they also have video games and they also have comics. And the coolest thing is when they went with Disney, and Predator is now owned by Disney, they also did crossovers like the MCU. So we have Spider-Man versus the Predator, which to me is one of the coolest graphic novels I've ever read. Because you have it literally where Spider-Man's swinging through the air and you have someone like the Predator ripping people apart. And what's so cool about this, and I look at it as the overall, is Predator does it all now. He has some of the best video games and some of the coolest comic books, like I said, I've ever read. He even has ones against the Black Panther, Iron Man, you name them, he's battled them. And that's where I'm going with for my Predator pick, is just because I think the Predator is more than just movies and saying, yes, this movie is great when it came out and all of these. And even, some people enjoy Predators. But what I enjoy is ripping open a comic book and reading some badass stuff. Like, he literally kicks Spider-Man's ass. Like, and that's where Predator leads for me, is the fact that the overall is there's a wide variety. I could have went with Hunting Grounds, the video game, but I decided to go with something like Predator versus Spider-Man.
Love that choice, Rob. Very unique. We haven't seen it tonight. And I love how you talked about that crossover appeal. I think Predator has way more crossover appeal than Alien. Because Predator can actually be, a villain or a hero, an anti-hero. Somebody that can go against Spider-Man, and you don't know who you're going to root for. They're both such great characters. Where Alien is much more animalistic. He's like the dog of, the sci-fi franchises. It's just like, Alien, what is that? Get that thing out of here. But Predator, that's a great character. That design, look at that comic book. I'm going to zoom in on that. That's incredible. Wow. So unique, so unique. How many times have we already shown Alien tonight,
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate that.
Of course, Rob, we support our team.
But can you also really go wrong with the original Alien?
You can't, but how much more? You got a bunch of movies, but did the overall, there's so much more when it comes to with a Predator over here.
There were Dark Horse comic Alien adaptations as well. There's actually Alien novels written as well with no pictures to give more background context to the extended universe after Alien.
Well, we haven't seen that tonight.
You have to play to the round, and this round is what it is, and a comic book's not going to beat OG Alien, in my opinion.
I don't
know. Alien's pretty common.
If it does, I'm fucked for my last round.
Alien again.
You can still try your best, though, Vin.
Pull Alien 4. It hasn't been played tonight.
Oh, hell nah.
One thing about Alien, I think we always forget to talk about, and I'm included, but sometimes you just you get in the weeds of it. We forget when the title crawl of 1979 Alien shows, written by and based on the designs by H.R. Geiger and written by Dan O'Bannon, who did Return of the Living Dead and did a lot of awesome, great work. He really shone through it. His legacy is with Alien 79. And we don't get a lot of other horror movies like The Dead and Buried from Dan O'Bannon if he didn't get a shot in 79 as well. And that image is still being used in the other franchise. They try to tweak it, but you always get the Xenomorph from 79 because it's just so iconic.
Interesting. Another interesting perspective I just thought of right now. Because I knew Alien was going to get pulled right away. How did I know Alien was going to get pulled right away? Because it is the clear favorite out of the Alien franchise. Whereas with the Predator franchise, you could go so many directions. You could pull so many choices and make a great argument for a ton of them. Whereas, Alien, it's you kind of got to go to that one. But it's a franchise fight tournament. The whole franchise. Just the first one, does that, represent a franchise? You can even keep the horror going into a sequel. Right? Interesting. with it being
They do blend that with Aliens, but not nearly as much as they do, of course, with the original Alien. Like the original Alien is more horror based, and that's what I want for the franchise. And that's why I love Romulus so much, is because they brought back the horror roots that made the original the original. So,
all right, judges, you got a lot to chew on over there.
Yeah.
We ready? 1, 2, 3, reveal. Ooh.
Come on, Jody.
Yes. Let's go.
I don't know. I was feeling the comic, man. That was a brave and bold choice. Sir.
Yeah, it's something we had never really seen before on here.
You know what it is? I as the one person who voted for it, I don't think the argument necessarily, like to Vin's point, I don't think the argument is Alien the movie better than that comic book Rob showed. But what I do think his argument is, and again, it's a franchise thing, right? The flexibility, when you could show the flexibility of your franchise, what else can it do besides be in these 4 or 5 movies? What else can it do? To Chris's point, if there's books, I didn't see them. If there's video games, I know they exist, but I think Rob did a good job of explaining that this is more than just these sets of movies, whether you like those movies or not. And for me, I favor that over just is the movie. Clearly, the movie Alien's a classic. It's one of my favorite movies ever. And if it was going against another movie, probably would have won. But I do like the approach of showing what else can this franchise do other than just be a movie. So that's why I voted for Rob. I never even read that comic. It looked cool though. I thought, and Luke, I love Alien. You couldn't pick a better movie, in my opinion. But
right,
it is what it is. That's why I went that way.
It's cool to see the comics, but I'm just being a stickler with the round by round. What this is supposed to be is the embodiment of the franchise. So I'm just going by that.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Predator team. We have them on the ropes. They used Alien a whole bunch of times. They used Aliens a whole bunch of times. Let's see if this franchise has any other movies. All right, Chris, what do you got?
Mike, you're a rascal.
I want to see Alien 4. Let's go.
He's slick.
Alien 4 that has Winona Ryder and Ron Perlman and Brad Dourif as well. If Brad Dourif's in the movie in the 90s, it's gangbusters in my opinion. That's the rule. But yeah, it's just hard to get collectibles and things that represent Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. I will say though, for Alien 3, I'm kind of a defender. I actually do enjoy Alien 3 a bit. It's not as great as, some of the heights of that franchise, but I do enjoy it for what it was. I think it really goes back into the symbolism of what the franchise was started for, in terms of what was actually happening socially in 1979 and a lot of the innuendos that have been through the entire franchise of what was happening in society. And then we do continue to see, not to take it to a very dark place, but that to me is why I think Alien as a franchise is so impactful, is because it does blend a lot of real world horror, and it still continues to carry that on its sleeve. I think Fede Alvarez does a really good job as well. Also mixing in, I would say, some race with Andy being African-American, and then the words colonizer being used in there too, while also being in space, has a lot to say about, human history a lot now in the future. But for me, that's what it is. The Alien franchise to me represents something that was really the forefront. I mean, Halloween 78 beat, Ridley Scott 79 by 1 year with Halloween. But to me, the Alien franchise represents is the female representation of a strong female lead. You don't get until 78 with the Scream Queens, and then the 80s you get it. But the Alien franchise has always had a strong female lead. And I really want that representation of the franchise. I know the Xenomorph is. I do have on pre-order this new Ellen Ripley figure, but for now, what I'm really happy to have is the new Rain Carradine Hot Toys figure from the new Alien Romulus. Now, this is Kaylee Spaney to a T. Rolling eyeballs, real medical silicone skin, her gun from the movie after rewatch, officially licensed Reeboks, which actually Ellen Ripley, Sigourney Weaver wore for Aliens as well. These are just iconic. When I see high top Reeboks, I think the Alien franchise. I think a shoe brand. I think of a movie. And I think a lot of people do too, because they do release these for real purchase to buy as a shoe, and they're usually very limited. But the fact that, I was watching the whole entire Alien franchise up until this stream because I just wanted to watch them because they're awesome. But every single one, I always say, man, the female leads, they're really strong, you know, but they don't get enough love. Like Daniels and Alien Covenant, I really love. She doesn't get that much love. We don't talk about her. She doesn't get a lot of representation on like merchandising, you know, anything like that, even with Shaw and Prometheus. But for me, I think Rain Carradine has really, I think, brought people to the Alien franchise and be like, man, I mean, she's really good. And like even the studios are at heads. Disney does not know. Do they give Ridley Scott his third Alien movie to finish the prequel trilogy with David, or do they continue on with Rain at the end of Romulus with a sequel, which is really what a lot of people want too. But to me, having one of the best leads of the franchise that's not Sigourney Weaver, and I think iconic now for more younger audiences to get into the Alien franchise with Alien Romulus, it made so much money. And having one of the young actresses in Hollywood and Kaylee Spaney, having that as a figure, and it's going to last a while because it's a medical grade silicone. It's not going to tear. It's not going to wear. It's going to be on my shelf when I get my Ellen Ripley too. I'm going to have two badass chicks killing some badass xenomorphs on my display case because that's what the franchise is. It's just representation of the time with the protagonist.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for going on a rant again, guys. I'm a little passionate. I do
Oh,
love
no worries, man. No worries.
That was good.
All right, Craig.
All right, so when I think of the Predator franchise, I go back to the one movie that I think is the most rewatchable and the most enjoyable for me, and I think Alien fans could probably agree with this single movie. It's just the original Predator. It's just an 80s classic. It's a staple in the action horror franchise. When you look at it, this is like Arnold, the peak Arnold at the top of his game in the 80s. Having him as your lead, so you know that's going to put butts in seats in the movie theater. So the poster kind of draws you in. You're like, all right, Predator. What is Predator? Like you're looking at it, it's like, is Arnold the Predator? What is this? You know, like if he's got a gun, what is he? But I like the mystery of the, you know, in the plot. You don't see the Predator. You don't know what it is. First, it starts out as like a war movie. Starts out as an action shootout movie. Completely switches genres to a slasher movie, a sci-fi slasher movie, kind of like what Aliens is. And I love that there's an element of surprise with the Predator because the Predator he's hidden for most of the movie. And I think that kind of like what Jaws did back in 1975, it's scarier when you don't see it. And then when you get the reveal of the Predator, you know, being a humanoid creature, he's huge. When you have that face off at the end of the movie, that iconic battle between Arnold and the Predator, and he's standing up against Arnold, he towers over. He makes Arnold look small. So, I mean, and everything in this movie, like the one-liners, like all the quotes, get to the chopper, you one ugly mother effer. I think that kind of matches get away from her, you bitch. I think those two lines kind of go synonymous with each other. I think that's pretty cool. They both have those classic lines from, you know, Alien and Predator. But yeah, I mean, I think just everything about the 80s and action movies, you know, this movie just, you know, solidifies for me. It's the most rewatchable, and I love how the Predator has the multiple weapons, where if you kind of contrast it to Alien, I mean, Alien just has a little mouth that comes out and kills you. Whereas the Predator, he's got the blades on his hand, he's got the hand cannon. He could kill you with one punch. I mean, he dude is so strong. All right. And there's a lot of mystery around the Predator because you don't really have much of a background of how the Predators came about, unlike where the aliens came from, that black goo from Prometheus, you know. But you could take this character and you've seen it in Prey, how you can take the Predator and put him in any time period and it'll work. You could put him in World War II. You could put him in like feudal Japan if you wanted to. Like you could put the Predator anywhere and you can somehow get a Predator movie, you know, in a different setting. And I think that's what I love about the antagonist of this Predator. I mean, he's just such a cool character, and I love how you don't even know like the mystery of what is this Predator. Like when he starts uncloaking himself. You know, he's got a metal mask on, so that's a mystery too. Like, what does this thing look like? And at the end of the movie, it's just when he fights Arnold, and it's the slow. When he's taking the mask off and the slow lift, and you finally see what's under that mask. And you're like, what is that? And then he screams and the mandibles open up. You're like, whoa. You know, the first time you see that, it's almost like a jump scare kind of. And yeah, I just think that's so cool with the Predator. And I like how he has a code of honor too. He doesn't just kill people like Alien does. He only kills you if you're armed. All right. So like he will spare you if you're not armed. But if he thinks you're a threat when you have another weapon, he'll go against you. And I love how he fights Arnold, you know, in a hand fight pretty much at the end of the movie. So I think just it encapsulates the franchise here and the 80s, the late 80s as a so that's my pick, Predator.
Dude, I think that was the first time tonight we've heard somebody really kind of like put it in a good way, where it's like how impactful Predator is. Like, somehow I feel like we haven't delved into how fantastic of a film this is, but it's amazing. Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Carl Weathers, that iconic shot where they do the high five at the beginning and they lock arms and the bicep pose. And when you talk about not only 80s action films, but action films period, and the way the Predator just slowly picks off one by one, and it's not just Arnold and Carl Weathers, but it's the whole militia of dudes that kind of slowly get taken out. But everything you said is like so spot on. Like, Predator is amazing. It's fantastic, and it's one of the best action films of all time, and I feel like we haven't given it its flowers yet tonight until now. Until you.
Yeah.
Now do that whole speech again, but hold the gun.
Good point. Good
I especially
point.
like when
in an Arnold
had
voice.
this thing.
Well, the funny thing is like I do have a little die-cast version of that gun too.
Oh, that's adorable.
Oh, there you go.
So,
Well, you should have put.
You should have that against the
Jesus.
pop. And
Yeah.
then this one in the
but yeah.
All right, judges. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Clean
Well
Well
sweep.
said, sir.
We'll
Well
not
said.
complain about that.
Well said.
Yeah, he sold it. So
Do it now. I'm right here.
He did. That was a beautiful explanation. I agree with Vin. Chris, I was with you though, because I do like that you showed a figure.
Yeah.
It kind of goes to my point about what Rob was kind of showing. I also liked your points about the female leads and all that. I thought it was very good. So I was leaning towards it, but I think Craig really, he, like Vin said, he gave that movie its flowers pretty well there.
I was just waiting for Craig to pull out like these skulls here that you see the Predator clean. I'm like, okay, you got another vote for me.
All right, Vin.
All right, final round. So we're gonna go with, not to rehash here, but to wrap up, I have this nice little VH copy of the original artwork for Alien there. This Fox release on the VHS tape. So we've talked about Alien a lot tonight, and I just kind of agreed with the sentiments of my love for Predator. But for me, Alien just hits a little bit different. When you first pop that film in and you have that blackness of space, and then you slowly see the bars pop up that form the word alien. And then I can watch Predator. I love it. I just expressed that. I can watch Predator from start to end and finish it and say, wow, what an amazing film. And then I move on in my life. Alien is something different. It's one of those small pool of films for me that it just is a different experience. And I guess that's the only word I can really use to quantify it, is experience. When you watch that film, it's an experience. And, I kind of put it this way, like if I have this massive, as we all do, these massive, extensive Blu-ray collections, many of you guys have them behind us. I think if I lost my whole collection in a house fire and I had nothing, I don't think I would have the will to start over. But there would be a handful of films that I would get immediately. And Alien is week 1. I'm getting Alien again. And then maybe week 2, I get Predator. That's how I can kind of quantify it. Alien is just, for me, and maybe it's when I first saw it, maybe it's something, I don't know, but there are films that just are just something different when you sit down and watch them. And for me, that's Alien. So that's it.
I love that passion, Vin, for that movie. I know it's one of your favorites. That's why I had to ask you to be on this franchise fight. I knew you would represent it well. For me, of course, I'm on the Predator franchise team. And to me, week one, I'd be buying the Predator movies. I do like Alien 1. I think I've seen it maybe a couple times now. It's a good kind of slow pace, atmospheric horror movie. But I can watch the Predator franchise, any of those Predator movies, any night of the week. Doesn't matter what mood I'm in. They're fun, action, blockbuster movies. I can have a good time with any of them. But I'm going to show you a couple things here in this round that haven't been shown tonight for the franchise. And then I'll bring it back to my favorite movie from both the Predator franchise and the Alien franchise to make a point. So the couple things we have not yet seen tonight, and I want to show it because I don't know if Predator team's going to make it to the next next matchup in the playoffs. But I had to get this for the stream. And this underrated 2-pack of Alien vs. Predator. You got both AVP movies here. I just think it's a cool design. It's really nice. It's very difficult to find now. Thick spine. And you got both of these movies. But I love how it says underrated 2-pack. Because I think these are both very underrated movies. And what I'm really going to focus on here is the crossover element. Because I want to represent both what Rob said tonight and what Craig said tonight. Because we're a team in this franchise battle. So I got to bring everybody's thoughts and opinions to this final little matchup to do this franchise justice. So the crossover element with AVP. Oh my goodness. When we heard, I was on the schoolyard, middle school student. When I heard Alien vs. Predator was coming out, I freaking lost it. I'm like, oh my gosh, friends, whoever is having the next birthday party, you know where you're going. You're going to the freaking Regal Theater, and your birthday party should be watching AVP on the big screen. Because it was just so iconic. You never get verse movies like this anymore. I mean, we had Freddy versus Jason, and you have AVP. You don't have a lot of verse movies, which is wild. But this movie just did it so well. And Predator, of course, the hero protagonist character of the movie, it's not Alien that's the hero character. The Predator is freaking hunting down the aliens to save the world, right? If the alien villain gets out into the world, they're just going to consume humanity. So the Predator, the hero, the anti-hero, the protagonist, whatever you want to say, has to stop these nasty, dirty little alien creatures from escaping to the top of the earth. So I love that plot. I think it's really fun and entertaining. Not only that, what makes Predator such a great character and why they make him the protagonist is because he does have a personality to him, right? He even speaks a little bit in movies, right? I like candy, right? He does that little mimicky voice. But he has the coolest freaking technology ever. He's like the Batman of this world. He has all the gadgets. He has the laser blaster. He has the cool mask. He has the camouflage elements. He has the blade that spins. He has a spear. He literally has so many freaking gadgets and weapons that it just makes it such a fun verse character and makes it fun for any crossover you want to do. You can put him in so many different areas. Once again, comic books makes it a fun verse match. Movie makes it a fun verse match. Heck, even being revealed as a downloadable character in Mortal Kombat X, Predator gets revealed before Alien. And I love the Mortal Kombat franchise, but being able to now play as Predator in a fighting game with all his little freaking gadgets and like setting the traps and to pull the person up and like his fatality where he skins the person and the body's hanging, like that was so darn cool. He was such a fun character to play as. So he's the perfect crossover character. And I have a hope, I have a dream that we will get more verse movies in the future. I want to see horror and action go in that direction. I would love a horror franchise, like actual movie battle, kind of like Mortal Kombat, but horror characters. You got Pinhead hosting, and he brings all these horror icons. And you knew Predator would actually be potential to be one of the protagonists. He would actually be one of the more relatable out of the horror icons that I think we could root for, just because of his personality and everything that's super cool about him. So I think the Predator is a lot cooler of a character than Alien, in my opinion. I think the movies are much more rewatchable, fun. I think most people can enjoy a good Predator movie here. And like I said, the crossover element is really, really unique. Like, you could put Predator against any horror icon. You could have Predator against Freddy Krueger. How great would that be? That'd be awesome. I don't know if you could say the same thing with Alien versus another character, like Alien versus Jason. It'd be a little bit quiet of a matchup. I just don't feel like Alien has that same appeal. Like I said, Alien's more animalistic, pet-like, where Predator is more heroic. So, like I said, I love the crossover appeal. These are two unique things that have not been shown tonight. Alien has been talked to death already. So I would hope judges would appreciate something a little bit new, a different take, and celebration of the franchise that, pulls together what all my team loves. I submit this.
Mike said something that's been talked
Good stuff, dude.
That's
good
fun.
stuff.
I'm pretty sure that Alien Pack says unrated, not underrated, right? Why don't you show?
They did say unrated. You're not wrong there, Chris.
Which actually is a really cool point. They do have the unrated cuts as well, which is cool. Happy you told me to mention that, because those unrated editions are actually pretty darn incredible and do add some good scenes. So yes, that's another good thing.
Yes, we like Paul W.S. Anderson here. I agree.
Or we like watching a movie that you cannot see a goddamn thing. Like, turn your brightness all the way up to watch.
Are you cooked? But
I'm talking about Requiem. I'm talking about Requiem.
I'm talking about AVP. This is the movie I'm telling represents the franchise. AVP.
I'm talking about Requiem, like, because that's part of that set.
AVP as well as freaking Alien VHS. Come on now.
I'd rather watch Alien a dozen more times than AVP. Like, dude, like, have you not seen Requiem? You cannot see a fucking thing in that piece of shit.
I didn't submit Requiem for the final movie decision. You're only allowed to choose one movie, and I chose AVP, my favorite out of both Predator and Alien franchise. So AVP.
Well, just to be clear, judges, I didn't mean VHS format.
Fair, got it. We saw Alien.
I take your word, Ben. I take your word.
4K, still,
it's still something.
You got the vinyl record over there. What else you got?
VHS format of Alien over the 4K of anything Alien.
Hey, I'll take a 4K of AVP.
Yeah.
If that comes out tomorrow, that's a day one buy.
I will say in AVP story, it does reveal that the predators breed the xenomorphs to hunt, and a couple times throughout history, the predator hunters lose to the xenomorphs, and then what they do is they suicide bomb everyone in the civilization, because if they can't win, then like no one does. So they're sore losers.
How incredible is that?
Better competition does come around. And at the end of the movie, the predator does recruit the help of the human female,
like freaking Arnold having to run away from that detonation. Like, that explosion is incredible. That's another cool gadget. You guys keep bringing up the best gadgets for Predator. What does Alien do once again? Like,
it breathes, it overwhelms you, it stalks you. The symbolism of what the alien design just represents is very, very, very well crafted. But the movie you picked does represent in saying that the Predator can't defeat the aliens without the recruitment of having another like the human help them out. And even at the end, it does die to the Queen Alien. The human defeats the.
I don't even know what you're talking about. They took out the alien queen. The day was saved. The aliens didn't get.
Did we not see the same movie?
End of story.
Okay. You got it, Mike. You got it. You're right.
All right, judges. Let's just get to it. 1, 2, 3, reveal.
Well, fuck me. I mean, here you go.
I tried, Predator team. I tried.
That's right.
It's a perfect organism for a reason.
Jody, I won you over though. That's what counts.
Well, the Predator won me over. Listen, I can just sit back and have more fun with the Predator than I can Alien. I love the Alien movies, so don't get me wrong about any of this. I love the Alien movies, but I just have fun with Predator. So I had to just throw it out there in the last round.
Yeah, I think the Predator is the superior character to a Xenomorph because Xenomorph's not a character really. But the first Alien, I mean, I had to go AVP versus Alien. It's not much of a competition.
No, it's not.
In my opinion,
not even.
AVP.
I love AVP. So I'll watch
Mike,
that.
I like AVP. I like AVP. I will.
I don't like AVP.
Send me the
don't.
link to that box set, please, Mike. Mike,
But
send
it's
me
a
the
lot
link
of
to that box
fun.
set.
It is fun, but if you're just talking like they're not close. I do think they're both great franchises, though. But yeah, I had to go with Alien there for sure.
Well, here's an interesting question: where both franchises are right now, which franchise do you trust more in the future to put out quality films?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both kind of on a
I might
roll.
go Predator because Badlands I really enjoyed, and
Prey and
Predator-
Badlands, they've been
Badlands
on
is
kind of a
great.
roll now.
Me too, but you know what? And the Alien team didn't really ever play it or talk about it. I love Prometheus, so I'm surprised it never came out. Maybe you guys don't like it as much. I think it's fantastic. So, you mentioned the music thing.
Hey, we might see it in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. You do got to save some stuff. You do got to save some stuff.
Right.
But I love Prometheus. Vin, to your point, I think they're both kind of in a good spot because I thought Romulus was amazing, and I think the last two Predator movies are amazing. So I don't know. I would see both, honestly.
Anybody who owns Romulus or has looked recently, that movie's expensive. Does anybody realize that? Like, or check the listings? Like, Alien Romulus.
I looked at some of the listings on eBay for the Steelbook, at least for Romulus, and I'm like, it's fucking nuts how expensive it is, man. Like,
yeah,
it's
How
nuts.
much is it going for? Because I have it, and I don't mind, partying for the right price.
There was like ones that were listed for like $40, like over like $70 even. Like,
that's like
Not
a
high,
typical
Mike.
Britney Steelbook.
not.
I thought you were gonna say
Not
a few
really.
hundred.
Just that
There,
orchid,
you
like the
you
regular
never know.
orchid,
Like, there
still
could be
30.
ones that are worth like hundreds of dollars, dude. Like, there's always a possibility.
All right,
I think
well,
it would be easier
congratulations.
to make a better Predator film stemming off of Prey and Badlands. You could get a lot of different directors to come in and make something pretty good. Whereas, I don't know, I feel like it's harder to make an alien film that people are going to accept and like. I don't know.
I feel like Romulus.
Cross them back
everyone-
over again. It's gonna happen. Do an updated.
There you go.
Rated
Another
R.
Alien vs Predator.
Rated
Let's go.
R.
Yeah, actually rated R, not PG-13.
Well, if you had the unrated editions like I do,
No.
It doesn't change
movie's bad.
anything.
Yeah.
No.
yes, it does.
It does not change anything.
It would have made those
I mean,
movies
did-
R-rated.
For crying out loud, it's a Paul W.S. Anderson movie. Like, what else would you expect? Like,
Are you throwing shade at that director? Is that what you're saying?
he's not a very good director. That kind of proves my point. Like, if you talk about the first Mortal Kombat or Event Horizon or Death Race, even those are good movies.
Resident
Those are good
Evil?
movies.
Death Race? Come on, man.
I like Death Race, dude. I like that movie.
Man, this alien team is savage tonight. Wow.
Picked Alien 12 times, yet they still won.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Well,
But
that's
we'll
the
see what
format
they
of the
pull
round.
next time.
It's not
Like I
our
said,
fault.
I'm
It's the
waiting on
format of
some
the round.
Alien 3 love.
Right.
Some Alien 4 love.
I want to see
some
Alien
Covenant.
Resurrection.
I don't
Yeah,
want to
but
see
we
it.
didn't have a
No,
round.
I wouldn't want to
We
see
didn't
that
have
there,
a round
Rob.
titled "Your Most Obscure Alien Film That Sucks That You Like."
I want to see that Alien game on the 360. Like, bring
Yeah.
out
Oh,
the
yeah,
cool
Alien
stuff.
Isolation. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah. that-
Okay.
There's a second one coming out. We're waiting for the combo pack.
So
Ryan's
Alien still
smart
has
over
a lot
here.
of stuff to work with in this
Yeah,
tournament.
that's true. You do
so,
got to save
yeah.
bullets in this franchise battle. You can't play everything in the first round.
Mike, I'm breeding an alien egg in the back. You can't see it.
I was gonna be like, do you have an alien costume as well? I want to see the alien costume next time.
Well, I was supposed to be a judge for this, and then I finally got tapped.
Hey,
into
I
it
was
just-
supposed to be a judge too. This is what happens, man.
And wearing the white underwear as well that Sigourney Weaver wore.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I had white underwear, not anymore.
You got the shit
Okay.
beat out of you.
Quite literally.
All right, so congratulations, Alien Team. Let's go to the judges first. Let's combo it. Let the people know where to find you, any upcoming cool stuff, and just how did you feel the tournament went tonight, and what are you excited for the rest of the tournament? So, Nate,
Yes.
what to do. Take it away.
Yes, of course. Thank you for having me, Mike. As always, it was a pleasure. Other judges, Fantastic job, guys. Teams, great job. Both of you. I honestly feel like it was like 50-50 really for most of it. So 2 great franchises that I love. I think the game went about how I thought it might, to be honest with you. But I think, congrats to the Alien team. I love the Alien franchise. I like the Predator franchise. So it was a lot of fun. You can find me Geeks and Flicks is the YouTube channel. Of course, do 4K, upgrade videos. I do at a theater, short reviews, 3 minutes or less, always. And then, of course, you can find me on Instagram, Netflix Reviews.
All right, Johnny.
Thanks again, Mike. I had a blast on here, especially judging with Jody and Nate. As to both teams, you guys did outstanding, amazing. I mean, there were a couple where I was like, man, I think I made the wrong choice here, but until the gun was pulled, and then you can what's Johnny watching here on YouTube? Johnny _likes_ movies on Instagram. Tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing my next episode of Surviving Cinema. We're doing the year 2004. And I'm going to have a great panel on there. We're going to be picking movies from that year to be placed into a bunker in the event of an apocalyptic event. It's kind of like a movie draft. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow night. And then next Monday, I am back on here with you, Mike, and we're going to be doing our Arrow post-game sales show. So you doing that?
Yep, that's going to be a fun show. Hopefully people were still able to get some stuff in the sale. I know they had some out-of-stock problems.
There's 2 damn things I didn't pick up.
All right, Jody.
Yes, Mike, thank you. It's the first time I've been a judge. I've been down there in the battles. It's the first time judging. This was awesome. Johnny, Nate, awesome job. Guys, this was a hard one. I love both these franchises. I really do. I know I kind of pumped up Predator there at the last, but I really do love both of them. But I'm excited Alien keeps moving on because nobody pulled the one Alien product that I wish I owned. And so I hope to God I'll see it in the future. I'm not going to let anybody know until they pull it. But Steel's raising 4Ks, Instagram. Oh, this is going to be fun. Look at this. Steel's raising 4Ks on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Instagram, I'm mainly just there hosting group buys for premium labels. And SR4K now over on Whatnot. Johnny needs some help with some Arrow video. This Friday, I'm doing my night 2 of nothing but boutique labels. And I've got some Arrow shit. So if you haven't downloaded Whatnot, do it, but open up a separate credit card. It's super fun, and I've been doing that here lately, and I've been having a blast. But Steel's raising 4Ks everywhere. SR4K over on Whatnot.
You know what? Alien kind of has almost, I don't want to say easy, but really interesting path here to the semifinals. Jody, if your Leprechaun team can bring the heat, beat out Evil Dead, imagine Alien versus Leprechaun.
Pause. Am I on Leprechaun?
Yes, you are. You are team leader of Leprechaun.
You might need his gun.
I thought I was.
He's gonna pick a 4-leaf clover live on.
I don't remember making this decision, Mike.
Where's my 4-leaf clover?
You got time to prepare. You'll do great.
I think Alien on that left side. I think Alien is the best of the bottom, to me, of the bottom 6, because the top one is kind of like that's the scariest one, the Ghostbusters Back to the Future. But as far as these like kind of horror franchises, Alien it's very versatile, and I think it could do very well over there on that side.
We shall see. So
we'll see.
Rob, you put up a good fight. You actually brought some really unique items. I love seeing that comic, that DVD case, really unique. So you did great tonight, but what do you want to say to the people?
Well, I want to say thanks for having me on. I always enjoy being on your shows. I've been a judge. I've been in a couple, showing some product. I always like to bring stuff that I might not see other people pull on here, even if it doesn't win me every round, even though that's part of the game. But I'm on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube as Grab Your Popcorn or Rob the Har Barber. But I'm posting on there like short little out of theater reviews and just little stuff like that of what I've been seeing lately. But yeah, I had a great time. I love these franchises. I said whichever one you want to put me on, I can make it work. But yeah, I had a ton of fun, and if you need me for any future ones, I'm always down because got tons of physical media. But yeah, I had a great time tonight, guys. Thank you for having me.
There you go. You might be on Leprechaun team too then.
I got you, Mike. I got you.
See, the Leprechaun team is forming powerful right now.
Let's go.
And then we got Craig making a channel debut. First time appearing at least on this channel, which is awesome to have you. You were the anchor of the Predator team. You brought some bangers. Let's just say you brought some.
Yeah,
literally.
You brought the heat, literally.
Awesome.
Let's say that.
I
So
get
how
that.
do you
Literally.
feel, Craig, about the show, the tournament, all this stuff?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you for having me on here. That was a blast. Congratulations to the Alien team. That really is a fun franchise as well. I do love the first two Aliens just as much as anybody else. So kudos to you guys. But yeah, I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and then mostly on YouTube. You can find me on Tommy Starr's channel. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Tommy Starr. He's a food tuber, but I usually show up on that channel a lot. But hey, I'm definitely looking to, if you want to bring me on for some more streams, if you ever do like a Jurassic Park or a Jaws, like they're my other two main franchises that I love. So if that's ever in the future, let me know.
Yeah, there is something in the works in the far future, so we'll definitely bring you back for some
Cool.
Jaws. Not Jurassic Park. Unfortunately, Jurassic Park was in the first franchise tournament, and they lost. They lost first
Gotcha.
round to the Kaiju monsters.
It's because I wasn't on the team. I wanted to be on that team.
I know. I totally spaced on Nate wanting to be on Jurassic team, and oh man,
It's okay.
Oh man.
It's okay.
Nate's like, "What happened?" I'm like, "I don't know, man." But we got you back for Turtles. That made it up for it.
Yeah. Also, you put me on the Kaiju team in the second round, and they beat the franchise I really wanted. Very upsetting to me. Very upsetting.
All right, our champions, the Alien team. Luke, how are you feeling tonight?
Well, it was a great game. I mean, I also love both franchises. So you guys, the Predator team, you guys put up a good fight. Like, I gotta say, like, you guys had some really unique picks that we don't commonly see in a lot of these physical media battles. Like Rob, like you pulled out like a freaking comic book of like Predator versus Spider-Man. That was cool. Like that was like some really cool stuff. Like, so, but yeah, thank you as always, Mike, for having me, man. Like whenever you need me to join up for this stuff, man, like hit me up, man. Like I'm always down to join. So, but of course, you guys can find me on YouTube, Luke Ponto. I'm also on Instagram, Letterboxd, and TikTok. But I'm going to be doing my live show tomorrow night for Movie Fanatics. That's usually where I cover cover the movie news. And yeah, not really much else besides that. So, but yeah, thank you again, Mike, for having me.
All right, Chris, with the best costume of the night, how do you feel? Brought you good luck.
Always a pleasure to be on here, Mike. I always, try to say some things or show off some things that gets your comment section stirring, and I saw quite a few of that again tonight. So mission accomplished there. Yeah, I love the franchise. Like when I was a judge, I was low key a bit peeved. I was like, dang, like I'm gonna be so biased, but I can't be, But when you find that people were falling off and you invited me, I was excited for that because like I had some stuff I've been wanting to show for a while for this franchise. And like, yeah, just the guys that are all on here. I really enjoy talking with all of you all and engaging conversation and seeing and hearing and learning new things. Vin, it was nice to finally be on a stream with you and, give me some info there. That was really cool. Yeah, I figure out films on YouTube. Like, I feel like we did a good job last year, and then I just kind of fell out of it for a bit. And like, I swear, Mike, every time I'm on here, I get rejuvenated. I was talking to my buddy Daniel from Cobwebs the other night, and he's like, when are you going to put out a video, dude? Like, geez, Louise. And I was just like, man, like I'm doing this thing with Mike, I'm excited for that. Maybe that. So it's like every time I'm on here, I'm like, something's coming out because it's like, it always rejuvenates my excitement on YouTube. So I do appreciate the invites for that. So I'm not promising a video, but thanks for having me on.
That's what I do. I get the juices flowing.
Do.
All right.
And blood boiling too.
I thought this was a pretty tamed stream. This was like a pretty fair, clean fight kind of battle. Vin's like, no, what are you talking about?
He's like, you sure?
Vin's like, I would, but I don't know if I feel good about it.
I don't know about all that business.
Yeah.
All right,
Mike,
Vin, what do you have to
peak
say?
rage baiter.
Yeah, keeping in theme of tonight's stream, I kind of feel like I'm a face hugger on Mike's YouTube channel. And I just like implant myself on Mike's face and then I like, hop on his stream. So hopefully someday I'll burst out of Mike's chest and start doing live streams to my own. Anyways,
that was a visual.
That's my plan. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, we got an idea on how to open up
find me more
the
active
first
on
match.
Letterboxd. That's primarily where I'll track what I watch, and I try to rate movies on Letterboxd. Most recently, I keep the reviews very short, which is nice, a few sentences, but I have recent reviews of Backrooms, The Furious, Man Push Cart, Drunken Master 2, Sentimental Value, HUD, Pleasantville, 16 Candles, and Falling Down. So if you want to find me on Letterboxd, my name is Aceto866, ACETO866, and you can kind of follow what I watch, and pretty soon I'll bust out of Mike's chest and we'll do a live stream of my own.
I can't wait for that moment. That'll be great.
It's going to be painful for you.
It'll be worth it for the views, though. Anything for the views, right? But there we go, my good people out there. Super fun stream. You guys already know. Do all the things, the like, the subscribes, the notifications. Go visit all these panelists' channels. Click on a video. Watch it all the way through. So yeah, that's what you can do to help out everybody. And Nate, of course, I forgot Nate is here. Little tradition. Just think about this when you think about if you're going to subscribe to one of us.
Help me get one more.
One more.
There you go.
One
Let's
more.
get one more. Yeah. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. And if you want to join a franchise, just hit me up on Instagram. But now go watch AVP. Celebrate both franchises.
AVP.